guys, D&D is getting ready to start.
It is getting ready to start.
I think we all like D&D. Does everyone like
I-
D&D? Do y'all like D&D?
Do you like D&D?
It's all right.
Turn
I
to
do.
Camera.
Do you like any sort of science fantasy D&D?
Oh my
Maybe
gosh.
you should check out our friends over at
my
Red Sky.
gosh.
That is being made by Solar Studios. Red Sky is a whole brand ass new experience of D&D 5e that is tailored to a different kind of fantasy gaming. All new mechanics,
man.
extensive lore, rich ass features for both D&D vets and newcomers alike. You will love this original new universe. Don't call me James. You can lead Spore Spawn armies deep underground as commander of the Hive Halls. Carve through frozen mountain temples as an archivist searching for Elder Tag relics. Set sail with your Wake Walker clan to slay Leviathan Deep Ones from the inside out. Discover the world of Dima, handcrafted for dynamic storytelling and for making memories. Click the link that we have in our Twitch bio, go over to the Discord, or guess what? People are putting it in the chat. There's a Kickstarter coming soon. Don't miss out on that. Sign up to receive the newsletters. We're not asking you to buy anything. We're not asking you to give someone money. Just look at it.
Just look
That's
at
all.
it.
Just
Guys,
look at it. They got
Please,
some blue orbs.
just
Go
look
look at
at
the blue
it.
orbs. That's all you got to do.
Guys, just look at the blue barbs. I actually have a little Valentine's Day thing here written for Red Sky. I play a wizard, so I'm almost always dead, guys. You know what gives me life? I'm motherfucking Red Sky. Check out Red Sky, baby.
There you go.
Kmart Sam Riegel strikes again.
Any more
Hi.
eloquently myself.
Hi.
I've been wondering why JR is
I
so
mean, you
quiet,
did
and then I remember it's
because Trey read
because
your ad read that you
I
wrote.
muted him.
That I wrote?
It is your own eloquence,
Hold on, what? Who wrote the ad read?
Trey.
Trey did? I didn't write that.
James. No, Trey read the ad read that Bo wrote.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
James
Not
wrote it.
I'm
Trey
sure.
read it.
Wait, you're James? Oh,
James wrote it.
shit.
Hi,
Oh,
James.
you
I'm
read
James.
I forgot to fix this while we were playing marbles, so give me 1 second.
Would you like to be Jimmy or Jay?
Call me Jimmy J.
Jimmy J.
Jimmy J.
Jimmy Crackcorn.
Jimothy. I prefer
Jimothy,
Jimothy.
Jimothy.
So, are we ready to dive in?
No,
I prefer Jacoby.
I personally am.
I am concerned. So no.
Oh, well, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.
So, last time the group journeyed in the Fae, spent a day with Mistress's family, and learning a bit about Mistress's family and her world. After the day exploring the village, eating a massive feast freely given, the party retired to sleep. Val going to find a bed in the mansion, but instead finding the room of a child's room, empty and abandoned. After confronting brother, questing mistress, and after a small time passed, confronting sister as well, all coming to realize that they had no usable answers. This bedroom should not be there, should not be in that way. And nothing could be understood. As this was happening, Sol and Exa were awoken to a crash in the main room of the house they were staying in. Shoutings from Aladim. As they entered the room, weapons drawn, they saw Aladim looking down at his fist, his spiked gauntlet dripping with a vibrant green blood, with a look of he has no clue what's going on. What do you all do?
I believe
You were on your way there when it happened, so within a couple seconds you will arrive too.
What happened? What happened? What happened, all of them?
I have no idea.
What? What?
I
What?
remember absolutely nothing.
What's the last thing you remember?
This.
This?
That guy, I went from
Sleeping
being
to
in
here?
that chair to being here yelling for you.
Alright, well, first thing, we should probably make sure whatever you just stabbed isn't here anymore.
Is there
Or if
blood?
it is here, find
Is
it.
there blood?
Jake said there was blood dripping from the spiked gauntlets, so.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, green blood.
Green blood, not
Green.
pog.
Is the green blood hurting me at all?
Yeah, can I
It's
detect magic?
You can definitely detect magic. It is not hurting you, Oladim. There is no the few drops that might get onto your blood or onto your hand sting a tiny bit, but nothing that's actually causing you pain or injury. Just a little bit of uncomfortableness. Soul, as you cast detect magic, there is some small magic in there, but you don't get a magical source, as not if more of like the beast itself is inherently magical. Kind of like if you were to see a high elf's blood or something with one of the creatures from the Fae that just has magic in them, it gives that same ideal.
Alright.
The other house isn't close enough to contact them through the coin, is it?
No. Yeah,
All right.
let's actually... We have a map.
Gamer.
All right, kids. You don't remember anything, but clearly
Nothing.
something happened. Yeah?
Yeah.
I think that we must be dealing with something that can
It does
erase
reach.
memory.
Oh, no, sorry, it's just 100 feet, so literally just out of range to get to, like, bedrooms themselves.
It's either invisible or it can erase memory. Let's decide now that if you see it, you'll draw a line on yourself.
With what? I don't have anything to draw on me with.
Don't you? Exa hands out pens. He does carry pens. This is a defined fact about his character.
Yes.
I can't write.
It's a line. You don't
At
have to
all?
write, kid.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
line.
just draw a
You
line.
don't
It's
have to
not hard.
deliberate.
I'm gonna grab a piece of charcoal out of the fireplace. It'll make a better line anyway.
That's fine. That will work.
That'll
too.
work. Yep.
I also went earlier to the side of town that was what's it called? Destroyed by a dragon. And I found these things that we'd seen in the dream. I take out like the crystals, but I had also
The shards
What's
that
it
were on the mistress's brother.
Yes, you would remember that those are very similar to the shards you saw in the dream.
And I also what's it called? I left feeling very unsettled. I don't know why, but if
All right,
there's something that
I will be
is
right
happening
back.
here.
I'm going to shadow step sprint over to the other house.
At some point in time during this, Val did enter.
Our place?
Our house. At the end of the session, he said he was running to your place, and the cut was pretty much coinciding with the time that happened.
Okay.
So with his movement, he can clear it in like 6 seconds, 12 seconds.
So he would
So
be here
before
while we're
you
having
shadow step away, I burst in the front door and yell for you. I don't know how the house is laid out, so would I see them as soon as I ran in the front door?
Yes, he sits. It's pretty much one main like room with 2 side rooms, which are bedrooms, and then there is like usually one small bathroom in the back.
So
in the corner.
Yeah.
Burst in the front door and all of them, and then kind of skid to a stop and arouse all of you are up and awake.
Hey, Val.
Hello.
Uh,
Are you okay?
We think we're dealing with a monster that erases people's memories.
I think we're dealing with a monster that steals children.
Great. What a great combination.
That's a twofer. Okay.
That's a twofer.
If you
Oh,
see
wow.
something that's wacky,
Say
make a
something.
line on your arm with
And
some
do that.
charcoal or one of these pens, so we know that you saw something, because it seems to be erasing people's memories.
Or we have
Right.
these
It's
coins.
not a bad idea.
Make eye contact and message everyone.
So, okay, we need to compare notes. Let's all go back to the main house where
Yeah.
Mistress is. I don't want to leave her alone.
I'm going fast.
I'm going at a normal pace, kind of a jog, like a
Yeah,
walk.
I'm also going at a light jog.
Yeah, I'd
It's-
like collect the two of you and usher you quickly.
It's 100
Ah.
feet. It doesn't take you, even with all your movements, it doesn't take you more than 15 seconds to get there at a decent pace.
When we regroup, I'll look at all of them and say, I feel like this is the Myriad. I think we have encountered this before.
Have we? Where?
Would say
On
I don't
Broken
remember
Bank.
anything like this, but
Broken Brink. The Dream Eater?
I know this is gonna. Oh yeah, I was gonna sound. I'm like, I know this is gonna sound weird, but I don't remember that.
The Dream Eater? Are you talking about?
There was the Dream Eater. There's so
the spectator.
Brother here? Is the
But
brother
you
here?
think that's all working together?
brother and sister here. The guest room that I was going to be in, it looks like their child's room, but they don't remember having a child. They told
I-
Mr. Soul, they told you she had a niece, but they don't remember it.
Wait,
Peculiar.
so is this thing like destroying memories completely?
There's
they have-
certain. You see, this blood on your gauntlets, it's innately magical, as if you're identifying a elven blood. There's magic imbued in it, so I don't think it's anything like a spellcaster or anything like with a modified memory. There are magics that can do that, but this seems more innate, more fey, more tricky. I don't know if it is the myriad.
So as you all get to the front of the house, you enter. Nobody's in the main room. You do hear a little bit of stirring from a room in the back right, but nothing that would cause commotion. Just.
I'm taking them straight back to Mistress's room because I want everybody together.
You take a left and you go to the bedroom that is in the front left of the house.
I'm probably just searching my room for paper and writing utensils, because while Mistress is probably never afraid of losing her memory, she needs to make sure that everyone is writing things down.
You find a fair, not too much. Your people aren't the people that write everything down, but you do know that the village has a few books amongst them, and it wouldn't be hard for it would be plausible that you had some few pieces of paper and pencils inside there. But you soon see Val enter with the party into your room. A little cramped with all 5 of you in there. But what do you guys do? What do you do?
They're here.
Um,
They've come to the Fae.
I don't know. The Dream
They?
Eater, the Dream Eater wasn't Myriad, right?
Keep in mind,
They were
this
working
could
with
also
them.
just be something in the Fae.
It's just Fae. I don't know if they're here. This is, yeah. They could
This
be.
seems like something that my people would have done,
Distinctly
but this is
magical.
nothing that I've ever heard of. At least I don't think it is. God,
No,
if there
you
is
have
something I've never heard
no
of.
clue. You've never heard of any of your people being able to like erase their presence completely from people's memories.
Do
Yeah.
I know anything about what Baden was capable of?
I mean, you remember him clearly. Your tribe remembers him, so this isn't.
Wait, is it a him or a her?
It's a her. Sorry, I always
Okay.
think you remember her clearly. You don't have any. I mean, you have holes in the memory from that time, but you attribute that to more being a child. Asking people like your mother and stuff later on in life when you grew up, they always remembered it pretty vividly.
Okay.
Is brother with
Hey.
us?
No.
I need to-
Brother and
They're
sister
down
retired
behind.
to their own bedroom.
I need to ask him a question. If he knows what these are, if he's seen them before, because we never asked.
Is it
Seen what?
normal waking hours at the moment, or still no?
No, this is like 1 a.m. Like, you were heading to bed after the late feast, and convinced Val to sleep in an actual bed, and then after all the like talking went down, Val figured out the room, and then it took a couple hours to figure out what the fuck was going on, and then in the middle of the night, whatever happened to all of them happened to him, and Val ran out around that time.
Listen, who was the first one to be affected by the dreams? All of them. On Broken Bank. Children disappeared on Broken Bank. A child is gone here. The Myriad, they steal children away. They had connections to some weird fucking Dream Eater thing. Fey creatures don't lose their memories. They're not affected by the Feywild and its magics like that. Not like we are. But brother and sister don't remember. All of them, you woke up punching something that we don't even know where it went. There are too many coincidences. I don't think they followed us, but they're here.
Well, if I just punch this thing, that means it's somewhere close by. I say we go on the offensive now.
Well, we
dripping
don't
blood.
even know.
Maybe we could follow blood?
None of you with looking around saw any blood on the floor inside the house. You can go back and investigate if you want.
Investigation checks. We should probably do that.
I'll do it.
I don't want any of us to go alone, though. We stay together.
Yes. Mistress, we're all marking lines on ourselves if we see something that's
No
super
one
weird.
gets more than 50 feet away from each other. We need to be able to communicate together, even if it's just through the coins.
40
All
feet.
right.
40 feet.
Let's go.
One movement for the monk or barbarian. Yes, 40 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, the entire group heads back to the other house. Everybody roll an investigation check for me. I'll go.
Yeah.
Before we
suck.
leave,
At investigation. Oh, I didn't roll a d20. Did any of us?
That's
No.
fine.
I didn't roll one either.
Yeah, see, had to get the bad rolls out. Ooh, 4. 45.
Pog champion.
You guys scour the house. You go through the main room first where all of them was. Nothing. You guys go through the bedrooms. Nothing. There doesn't seem to be any blood trail or anything like that, especially not of the vibrant green that was now dried and off of Olodim's gauntlet, but was once there.
Is there still any left, or did they wipe it off? Did all of them wipe it off?
I don't wipe shit off, sorry.
But with the running and everything, a lot of it cast aside. There's probably some residue of it on the
Resistance. I'll collect. I would have collected some right away if I have a vial or something.
You'd have an empty vial.
Probably.
You have a drop of it inside a vial.
Sure. Yeah, I'll keep that for magic, for posterity, for. That won't work if I cast Identify on blood because
Nope.
it's not a magic item. Ba.
You had something like legend lore or something,
Legend
maybe,
lore.
but Identify doesn't tell you creatures.
That's weird and wacky. There should be one for that.
Hers, it's legend
Soul
lore.
things.
can we go
Curse.
outside and do a check of the house to see if any windows are open or broken in?
The investigation was for the whole house. There doesn't seem to be any breaks or enters.
If the bank is broken,
Yeah,
guys.
no, there's nothing forced its way in.
Do you guys think maybe this is what's in that cave?
I mean,
It sounds like they knew about what was in the cave.
No
So-
one knows the reason of why not to go in the cave.
I thought they did know and they just wouldn't fucking tell us.
no.
The mother
His-
knew.
His mother knows.
Yes,
Ah,
but no one right
supposedly.
now knows.
Oh my god.
And that's not to say something new might have moved into the cave.
I think it all leads back to the cave, baby.
The last time we dealt with
Hey,
this
all
was
of
in the
them-
cave.
How do you feel about being made to look like a baby? Because you're pretty small. We could
Well,
pretend
not
you're a feral of babies,
All.
and then they take you, and then we track them.
How do you track them? If I'm gone,
Soul,
Without
I believe in you.
rock-
I believe you can do it.
Yeah.
We know Soul can message you, and you can tell us where you are after
I
you
don't
get
know
kidnapped.
where anything is here, though.
just describe the place you are, and
And then
like
you'll know where that's
inside
at
of a
because you've been there for how long?
cave.
What?
I don't think anyone's going to know where I'm describing, other than maybe Mistress.
Mistress or brothers.
how many of us can turn invisible? Because we could disguise you as a baby. We could all turn invisible, and then when they kidnap you, we can follow them.
I think only you can turn invisible. Maybe Soul has the spell.
You guys
Or
just
instead
can't
of following
fix
them, we can just kill them.
but
Right
then we
here.
won't be able to get back the other baby that was stolen.
That would be a bad idea if we just killed them now, and then there's nobody. Hi. It's confusing.
It is getting late as this all happens, so if you guys keep pushing, you're going to start going into levels of exhaustion area.
We should also go to sleep right now.
Yeah.
I was woken up in the middle of the night, and I need my beauty rest.
But in
Stay up for
chunks.
first shift. We should stay up in pairs.
Okay,
Agreed.
I'll go to sleep first.
Let's do it in the main house. That way, brother and sister aren't alone.
Is that Soul or JR?
Yes.
That's Soul. Baby. I'm a role player. Ah. But also, it's quite late. It's 8:35. Ugh. Past my bedtime.
You all head to the main house. Who's taking first shift? You will only need 2 shifts for this because all of you, actually, Val and Mistress, you two will not be able to take shifts on sleep because
Boo.
you spent most of the night talking and watching. So to get your full rest, you two will actually need to sleep. But the other 3 of you can take shifts in some way, shape, or form to try and do it. Though there'll probably have to be 1 shift with only 1 person.
I'll stay up first. Everyone else, get your sleep. And then I'll finish my sleep. Soul and Exa, you take second shift.
I'll stay up anyway.
You're going to be taking level of exhaustion.
I'll
Yeah.
stay up.
I'll take one level.
Why?
No, look, how about you sleep in this chair here next to me, and if something goes crazy, I will kick you awake.
Yeah, I'll stay up, and if I fall asleep, I fall asleep. But I'll stay up.
Make a. Okay. All of them roll me perception. Val, roll me perception and a con check.
Bad perception. I just haven't turned my advantage toggle off, by the way.
I know. I always take the first one. Val, you stay up to the shift. You'll be taking a level of exhaustion for the next day. But nothing, you see nothing on your shifts. Exa and Soul, either one at advantage or 2 at Redler.
What's your perception?
Not great.
Mine's-
0.
I think, yeah, mine's 0 too, so.
Let's do each once.
I'm
Wait,
just gonna
it
sleep
literally
on-
does not matter. Let's do
True,
each one.
true.
I'm going to be asleep in one of these chairs so they can kick me awake in case something goes crazy.
yeah, I'm kind of
Beautiful.
staying up as much
Absolutely,
as I can.
Pog Champion 2 nat 1s in a
Ooh,
row.
baby.
Exa, you stay up and you're trying to watch, but your brain is too... It's racing too much to try and figure out what this is. You spend a lot of time looking through your notes instead of watching, to no avail. Soul, much of the same, though you are a little better at watching the room, you see or hear nothing. But it is the next morning, and every long rest was completed.
Ooh. Where do you guys want to go from here? Do you want to check out the cave? I want to check out the
Well, you
cave.
said you felt really weird over next to the place where you found the shards. I said we go there first. We're already on the way there.
That's true. Well, place where next to Sharps is in town. It's right to the
Right, but that's on the way
of
out.
us, left
Isn't
of us. Is it? I think that the
it's-
cave is on its top right.
The cave, so just so we
The
can
bigger
show this.
map.
Yeah. So the cave is about a half a day's journey all the way up here. The ruins that Soul was in are in the same town as you. They're just here.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're
I
right
was,
there.
I was just mistaken then.
Yeah, no, the ruins are like 40% of the city has never been rebuilt from the dragon attack around 100 years ago.
Alright, let's scan the area. As a group, keep your pens out, keep your eyes peeled, keep your dick in your pants.
Part of staying up, I was writing down everything that has happened so far.
Okay. How in depth are you going? Are you going like what people said exactly? Or are you going just like so and so did this? Or are you
Just
just being
events.
just
I'll
a-
do everything of like the past couple hours in depth.
so just like the
From
party?
describing the room until now, but
Okay. What do you guys are first off? Are you guys skipping breakfast?
I'm just gonna eat some rations on the way.
Okay, so it's a ration breakfast.
You bu-
I mean,
Okay.
unless Mistress really wants to try and cook right now.
Not for an hour.
So, there's a lot of ruins. But you're all staying around 40 feet away from each other, which means you can pretty much like explore like 2 or 3 houses at once, because most of the houses have sight lines to each other.
As you're searching, keep your coins on you.
Yes. Roll me investigations. I'll again let everybody roll
Someone
one.
want to help me investigate this house? Yeah, someone does.
Oh, that's two. That's one nat 20. Nat 1.
Holy shit.
Mistress was helping me, right?
Holy shit. Do you want her to help you?
Yes. Yes.
That's a nat 1, man.
Right, but I got the nat 20. She's just giving me help, which means I get advantage. So her roll doesn't matter.
I don't think there's much help in that.
So, Axa, can I get an investigation for the ruins? So, as you're investigating the ruins, Aladim... Well, let's describe the ruins first. The ruins looked like many of the houses around you. They were at one point in time stone-built houses with some sort of thatch covering roof. Well made and well maintained, but still that. It looks like this was an area where a dragon might have landed or ravaged. You've fought a couple of them. You can see the claw marks in some of the walls where it might have climbed over an already existing wall, or one where it might have crushed one beneath its weight. You see some houses that were torn apart by what looks like small circle on one side and big circle on the other that you're able to put together is probably where a breath attack just tore through it. A lot of the debris have been cleared out over the last 100 years. Very few remain. Val, you do find a couple more of the gemstone shards that Sol had found underneath one of the rocks. And when you pick up the rock with your strength, you do see a bunch of dried blood underneath it. As if this was definitely somewhere where a lot of people died at one point in time.
do I know what these shards are?
Do you recognize them as the shards from the group dream you all had? Something from the dragon that attacked Mistress long ago. Mistress's clan. They're ranging anywhere from slivers of gemstones to probably about like 3 inches long and like a 1/4 inch thick of this purple, or this pink, white, and black gemstone. Which would be a rondite gemstone. Everybody roll me a d4.
Sick.
Look at us.
Hey, look at us.
Hey. I watched half of Ant-Man today.
Hey, look at us. Bonalbo or Chris, one of them.
None of you have memories of it. None of you know what or why. But as you all gather at the end of this little searching of these few houses over this last hour, you look down and you all have marks on your arms. The number of marks you just rolled. Some of you with the same marks might put together that you were able to communicate and look at it, but for some reason, you weren't able to do anything about it. Whether it was able to delete itself from your memory before you could take action, you don't know.
Okay, so we know two things. One, it has not harmed us, even though we presumably harmed it. At some
Are we
point.
harmed at all?
You look around your bodies and you don't see any new scratches, bruises, or bites.
And
Okay.
do we...
Hey,
Wait,
so
and-
I'm gonna re-roll that investigation check because it should have been at disadvantage.
Oh, it should have been.
Is there any... What's it called?
Nice.
And
Like blood on gauntlets?
Nope.
Part of it cut off.
Nobody
No.
seems to no. You inspect your blades, your weapons, the ground surrounding
The
you.
spell slots.
There's
Missing something, am I?
I have a second plan. It has not erased our marks, which means at least some information about it can survive. So I'm going to be passing out my journals now. If you see it, write down a description of it. And if this doesn't work, we're going to do the opposite and start writing down things it isn't.
yes, Val. Between all of your checks, the group would have found some gems. It would have been Soul. The DC was 20. I just gave it to the nat 20 because he already found it.
So I'm going to start passing out paper from my... Ologem, you can't write, so partner up with someone who
I can actually write. I was.
Oh, okay.
Were you
didn't
pranking us? Dude.
All
It's
right.
not the
Don't
time
ask
for
me,
So if this
coach.
doesn't work, we'll start writing down things it isn't.
I say we keep searching because obviously it's around here.
And try not to look at the paper when you're writing it, because maybe it goes away if you look away. So
I'm become proficient at writing information down while I'm not
Tell
looking
you
at the
truth, guys,
page.
I haven't had to write anything down in years. So this is going to look like
So-
chicken scratch.
Probably not.
Yeah, Exa and Soul probably can write without looking. The other three of you will be making checks to see how legible it is.
Yeah.
We make another sweep of the thing
Hold
to
on.
see if we
Hold
can.
on.
Yeah, what's up?
If we go back to back, speaking only through the coin, right? Or Exa, if you stand somewhere close by, I will yell through the coin the description of this thing. You write it down.
okay, that will also work.
Let me go searching. You hide.
Okay. Soul, partner up with Mistress and Val, and do the same thing.
Don't
Alright.
look in the same directions ever.
You three all look, and Soul and I will hide in 2 buildings and write stuff down. As soon as you notice that there is an extra mark on your arm, or once we hear you stop describing it, we'll come over.
So, or just say, because now we're actually like hiding in buildings and stuff. Pull your tokens onto the map and put where you are. Okay.
Okay, but where are we?
You're up here in the ruins somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much as long as you're not like on complete opposite sides, the coins do reach most of the village. X, so that's where you're hiding?
Yes.
Make a perception check as you enter the building. 4.
5.
Unlike most of the houses you've seen, this one just looks a little more cluttered, and there are some things laying around, but nothing stands out to you.
I can't wait to be attacked by the thing that I didn't notice is in this building with
You
me.
should probably get closer to us because you're,
Could I
you're
go in?
just almost out of range.
Well, that's in the mansion. If you want to sit in the mansion, you can.
Yeah, because that's in range.
Yep.
It's
Yes,
130
correct,
feet.
Chris. That is indeed where I got the writing down tally marks thing from. I'm like, cool, those things that erase his memory. Right. Yeah, I can do this one. And then the writing down when it's not comes from SCP-55.
So,
Oh.
Every like 10 seconds, I'm gonna check my arm.
okay, so the three of you each roll me investigation
Can I-
checks.
Give enhanceability to
Or Val.
Okay, I'll give enhanceability to Val.
Okay, so Val,
What does that do?
you're just not at disadvantage for this investigation check.
Sweet. That didn't help at all.
Nice. Hey, at least you didn't have to reroll for a lower number.
That's true.
Mistress can also, yeah. Oh, hey.
Oh, hey. Investigation's not my thing.
We are looking at our arms, boys.
Gonna roll. So, Aladdin. Around 45 minutes into this exchange, or into this investigation, just looking around for things, you don't find anything of note, but you swear you see something out of the corner of your eye, and as you go to turn to look at it, there's nothing there.
I'm going to look even harder.
You've consumed
Oh,
around
shit.
2 hours of the day so far. But as you look down, Soul, Exa, roll a d4 for me.
Don't know why I just opened my character sheet for that.
So, as you guys are sitting there patiently waiting for notes and writing stuff down, you look down and find more marks along your own arms.
And no writing?
You do, each one of you make a... Ooh, what would this be? Because you two are proficient, you two would be able to write without it. Make a...
Dexterity?
No.
Intelligence?
This is more so being able to describe what you're seeing. Check. Also, Soul is hiding in a bedroom from where he's at. X, are you hiding in a bathroom, a bedroom, or the main room?
The main room.
Okay. No, because you both are proficient at seeing it. Perception check. Perception or performance. I'll let you choose. It's basically like your ability to describe or your way with words.
Could I make an argument for the use of medicine? Because Exa does so many anatomical drawings.
Yeah, I'll let Exa do medicine because of that.
Can I make a argument for history? Because it's
not
my
something from your
description
past.
of
It's
the history of this
No.
thing. What about insight?
Soul, your notes are very... When you notice the marks and then you look, like, open your eyes and you look at your page, it just straight up says, large humanoid head, long neck, veins, and that's it.
Hate that.
Exa, your description is much more anatomical in nature, just like your medicine check would be. And yours is head size times 3, which you would realize is something you would rate to be like, this thing's head is massive compared to most people's. Large jaw, open mouth, razor sharp teeth, elongated neck, vibrant red veins. But that's all you have in your notebook.
Wonderful. I'm gonna turn myself invisible.
You do so. You have 1 minute of invisibility.
I believe I have 1 hour.
Is it?
Hour.
Is invisibility really an hour? Jesus Christ.
An hour, yeah. Ah, ha, ha, ha.
Are we still looking around at this point?
That was what happened during your guys' last hour. None of you really found anything besides Aladdin, just because of the D3 I rolled, of something was in the corner of his vision, but he couldn't get it into his vision long enough to, like, describe it to others. You guys...
Did we gain any marks on our arms?
You three, no, because if you would have seen it and yelled it out, type of thing.
Okay. And then I'm going to run into the clearing and be like, hi guys, I'm invisible. Also, it's here. And knows that we're looking for it.
Cool.
And also,
Keep
it seems
looking.
really dangerous. And then I'm going to describe it.
Spooky stuff. I hate that.
As you describe it, I just pull my sword out.
So he describes...
Do I know of any such thing?
Not off the top of your head, this isn't one of the creatures that, like, as a child born in the Fae, you're warned of a lot of things. Make a history check for me, actually. We'll see if... There's a chance.
Hey Val, be prepared to grapple this thing if you see it again. If it is grappleable, I will grapple it.
No.
If it can bleed, we will kill it.
I'm
if
not
I
sure
can
that will
hold
help
it,
because we
yeah.
still won't remember it. I'm not sure we'll
No,
remember it.
But if I can hold it down and everyone can get to me, we have a chance.
Yes.
Mistress,
We'll have to start blinking in pairs.
you rack your head of all the stories you were told as a child.
Okay.
None seem to be anything that fits X's description, per se.
Okay.
It's the Baba Yaga. It's John Wick.
Yeah, it's TPK time, guys. I brought out John Wick.
So where were we at when we got most of our tally marks?
Around the same area. It just seems that throughout this time it might have realized that you guys are trying to find it, and so it's becoming a little more elusive. And it did possibly spy on the two who went off on their own and not the group of 3 who were purposely poking around for it.
You know, I might try shadow stepping between buildings and looking for it. That way I'm kind of sneaking up on it.
Soul, are you still in your building writing notes?
Was I gotten?
You were not gotten.
Well, I figured we would reconvene and talk to each other at some point. Yes, I'll call
Yeah,
you over the
still,
coin. When exit jumps out, I'll call you over the coin and tell everybody to come back to the clearing. Just so we can
One
compare
second.
notes.
One
Exit
second.
says he's got an idea of what it is, and we'll know what you've got.
Could we perhaps... Why send a message? We're so close to the...
Hold on, to describe it, can we send a message to it?
Well, I wasn't thinking sending a message to it, to brother and sister, in case they know, or can be on the lookout for marking themselves.
Oh! I started to say something earlier, and I don't think I ever did.
Oh,
So,
Cool!
Goodbye, Saul.
that's
with
all.
the entire party gathered at the ruins, all 4 of you, what are you guys doing?
Did Soul not message me back?
You don't know what do you mean?
I sent Soul a message after Exit popped out. Said,
Val?
hey, join us in the ruins.
Val has no memory of anybody named Soul.
Son of a bitch.
When did I forget?
You have no
If you
memory of him
like-
ever existing
Out of character, out of game, when did I forget?
while you were investigating the ruins.
Okay, so I never called him over the radio.
Never. You never went back and were like, let's gather Soul. You took a few steps away and then were like, what am I doing over here? And went back to the party.
Okay. That was for me, the player, to
Yep.
know.
That's fair.
Also, I did start to say earlier when we left the main house to go investigate the blood, I wanted, before we left, to tell brother and sister, like, there's shit going on.
Yeah.
And Chris just reminded me of that.
I mean,
But
easily
no,
retroactively done.
Mistress, you're right, we probably should tell them what we know. We've learned a few things since this morning.
Does he still remember me?
Yeah.
I'm
You're all
assuming.
looking at each other and like like you're talking. The party's all here, all
Okay.
4 of you.
So if Val is writing everything down, there would be mentionings of Soul and
If he were
Exa
to
in
look,
his notes.
X is with you.
Wait, where's Soul? Wait, where's Soul?
Where's
Wait,
who?
where's Soul?
Where's who?
Where's who?
Oh,
If
yeah,
Val was to
Soul.
look through his journal, maybe, but he has no reason to at the moment.
I guess let's head back and try and figure this out.
Who else is in the town right now, in the camp?
Brother, sister, and the Gray family, the 3 siblings and the father.
I don't trust you anymore, but okay.
You have memory of
Mistress-
all of those people.
I still don't trust you.
We never
Mistress,
should have trusted him.
we need to gather everyone together. Have brother or you tell everyone. We don't know what this is, and we need to track it. We need to let people know they're in danger. Start marking marks. Do you have a way to summon everyone quickly?
I do. I'm gonna start running door to door, beating down the doors, yelling for everyone to meet at the well.
Are you going to wait for everyone?
Nah, I'm just gone.
Cool. Awesome.
Over the radio, I call him and tell him, all of them, we told you not to go more than 40 feet away.
Hey, I'm too fast for this thing.
Cool. Idiot.
As
If I don't
soon-
forget your ass, I'm going to punch you in the fucking face.
I'm holding my action for as soon as he comes back and punch him in the face.
Well,
Same brain.
all of them bangs on the front door of the mansion and says meet at the well, and then goes over to the side houses where the Grey family are split up between. And they come out and everybody meets at the well, and all of them is there with them, so I'm guessing you guys are going to make your way there. I don't have tokens for the entirety of... But everybody's here. What are you doing? All of them. What's your AC?
That does not hit.
It's with advantage. It's surprise because you don't see it coming.
I always see it coming.
I'll walk up to you and deck you.
Does that hit?
Yeah, that hits. I think all of them's AC is what, 17?
Yep.
Are you doing the 15 damage, or you just...
Unlethally.
Okay, so...
Yeah.
So they're pulled hits, they're not actually doing damage?
Yeah.
Okay. You feel two crisp, slight pats against the side of the back of your head, as in like a really...
I told you I'm too fast for it.
But the group is around, everybody in the village is gathered.
If you're not fast enough to dodge my fist, you're not fast enough to get away from it.
You have no idea how bad I want to shadow step behind you and take out your knees and just put your face in the dirt.
Do it, you little fucker.
Hey,
You child stealer.
stop.
There's
Hey,
bigger problems
We
right now.
are fighting something.
Which we don't know. We can't see it. And he wants to just flit around because he's better than everything.
It's better than you.
The members of the village are looking at you like, oh, why are we here?
Have we all forgotten about Soul?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless we look down at our notes.
Yeah, until later today when you might go through your day's notes or something, yes. And even then you won't remember him, you'll just be like, why? But you're at the moment, the well, brother is asking you, why did we bring everybody here? What's going on?
So they don't
There's-
remember what we told them already.
No, they remember what happened last night, but they don't know why they were suddenly called to the well.
There's a spooky monster, and I described the monster, that makes people forget it. As far as we know, it's not hostile, but it seems to have stolen your kid, I guess. I mean, obviously it stole Soul, but we don't know that.
Yeah.
So we're trying to figure out how to deal with it. So one, be careful. No one leave this building. And two, any suggestions would be great. Shit, you know what would be a great spell to have right now?
What?
But unfortunately, it's only available to wizards, and Soul did not take it. There's a spell called Encode Thoughts, which lets you take the last 6 seconds of your memory and duplicate it into a physical object.
It would be, but you have no wizard.
It's also a very specific spell.
Yes.
Yes, only an absolute lunatic would take Encode Thoughts.
Hey guys, guess what I got?
A scroll of encode thoughts?
No.
Multi-classing a wizard just now.
Why did you gather them all? I mean, they've been...
We just Exa just told them.
Yeah, he just explained it.
Mistress, at the explanation of the creature,
Mm-hmm.
you do notice Sister Gray gets a little... Or sorry,
I
the
fucking
younger of the twin sisters gets a little uneasy.
I will write that down in my notes.
Okay.
I'm assuming then that would spark every other note that I've taken based on what I've not seen and a low intelligence already. Do I remember anything?
Nope. I mean, if you want to read through your notes will sound like most of the parts about the day. You don't understand why there's the word soul a couple times.
We just really like talking about the sun in weird ways.
Yeah. I will also write down while Exa is describing things about Val and Oladim fighting.
Okay, you do so. Brother will start going.
I was going to ask Brother specifically if he and sister and community if they knew of anything of anything detailing that just
Brother doesn't off
entity.
the top of his head, sister doesn't either, but the younger of the twin Grey sisters will kind of like place her hands on the Wildemount forward and go, It reminds me of something I saw in a reflection once. I thought that was crazy. I saw it in the mirror and I turned around and it was gone, and when I looked back it was gone as well. I thought I was just tired from the day's journey back from the Light Cliffs.
Did you go into the cave?
No, we've never gone into the cave. That's your guys' area. We just handle the Light Cliffs. Light Peaks.
Sorry, I was
We've gone and bathed
mixing
there a
the
few
two.
times. No, you're good. We've gone and bathed there a few times, but never actually explored.
Do I know of anything other than the hippogriffs or griffins, not hippogriffs, griffins that are around the cliffs?
Nothing more than that's in your notes. You know that there is some dangerous creatures around there, but most of them are under the sort of treaty with the village of don't mess with us, we protect the land, we protect your livelihood, we won't interfere type of thing.
While they're talking and explaining everything, can I just circle the group in the well? Around the well?
Yeah?
Sort out, not looking in, but looking out.
Yeah?
And if I see something, I want to call Autumn over the coin. So not audibly.
Make a perception check with a disadvantage. Much similar to Aladdin earlier, you're walking around the group as they're all talking behind you and going back and forth. And as the Grey Sister says that this is something that she's seen before in a reflection, you quickly turn to her, and out of the corner of your eye you see a very fast motion, and as you turn back it's gone.
As soon as I see anything that's not people, I'm muttering to Autumn over the coin, like direction. If I saw it over there...
Yep, you tell Oladim that you saw it disappear behind the mansion this way. Oladim.
Okay. Does
No.
anyone have a lot of mirrors?
Brother will pipe up, a lot of
Or even
mirrors.
just one mirror that we can break into a bunch of pieces. That would work too.
There's a few mirrors in most of the houses. We took a trip to one of the elven cities a decade or so back and traded some of our supplies for some things to make this more modern or livable, however you want to say it.
Great, then I'm sorry about this, but we're gonna need those mirrors.
Most of the houses are in unused. Most of them have them. You can feel free to go through them.
Alright, we're all moving together as a group. Come on, let's
So,
go
1 second.
grab some mirrors and break them into pieces.
1 second. All of them. What are you doing with the information of the flash moving over here? Oh, wait,
For the
shit.
coin, I'm going to say I'm going to go for it and give about a half a second to hear a response.
No.
As soon as I told him it was in that direction, I'm going to keep making my circle around. But when I get to the mansion end, if he disappears, I'm taking off in the other direction.
Mr. says no, all of them. Are you going for it?
I'm waiting to hear from Val. He's the one that called it out.
I'm just waiting to see what you do.
I'm just going to step 60 feet over. Let's see. Where would be a shadow?
The sun is... the sun, quote unquote, is to the north of the village, but it is an eternal twilight, so there's constantly a shadow to pretty much the south of all buildings, but not to the north of them.
So there wouldn't be anything underneath that thing over here?
Small shadows, but it'd be like, because of the sun's angle, because it is like twilight, so the sun's always coming in at that weird angle, like the light is, I should say, not really the sun. It doesn't really have that much, like, there's might be enough underneath it, but you'd pretty much be teleporting to the top of the overhang, and then have to fall to the ground. And these are 15, 20 foot tall buildings, or sorry, 12 to 15 tall buildings.
Right. Should be able to find one here.
Yeah, I'd say there's one big enough for you there.
As soon as he takes off, I'm moving for this corner of the house, but staying within 40 feet away from the well.
Exit, keep an eye on all of them. I'll keep an eye on Val.
Both of you make perception checks for me.
It's a real bad roll.
Val, you run around the corner and you try and look, but it's like you came out of that sprint and your vision hasn't corrected yet. And so when your vision finally corrects to itself, it's open. All of them say you step out of the shadows and immediately look behind the house and there's nothing.
All right, I'm going back to the well.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Exa would now have said his thing about going and stealing mirrors from all the broken down houses. They're not big mirrors, maybe only 2 foot by 2 foot at max. We didn't buy extravagant ones, just simple ones so people could see themselves when they're getting ready in the morning.
That's fine. We're gonna need to break them into enough pieces so that everyone has a piece. From now on, only look at things through the reflection in the mirror, because it seems like if you look at them from a reflection, you can remember it.
Okay, so which houses are you going to on the map?
We can go through the main house first.
You can. Brother will say he'd prefer you not take his mirrors, since there are literally mirrors in every house, or most of them.
I mean, we could take it from the house we were staying in.
Yes, you could. There's also... I just need to know which house you're searching, pretty much.
We can
Houses are
search the
empty.
house.
Are the two right below us empty?
Yeah. There were two of the
Let's
houses
just go to the
that...
house next to us.
There are 2 of the houses that he said they had set aside for you, but would need some cleaning because he didn't know how many people were coming.
Just
Okay.
go into this house.
So as you enter the house is neatly made and things are organized finely inside. There's drawers and chests full of clothes in both rooms. Food well kept in the pantry. Bed is made. In a few minutes, it looks like a normal lived-in house. But as you go to the bathroom, there is definitely a mirror. Who's grabbing the mirror?
I'll do it.
I can grab it.
Exa or Mistress?
It's X's idea.
Mistress
Go
is
ahead.
a Fae, and this is a Fae thing, and I might incur some penalty
Okay.
by taking something, so it's probably better to have Mistress do it.
Okay. Mistress, roll a d20 for me as you take the mirror.
Okay. I don't have enough anxiety right now. Why do they all suck?
Okay, you take the mirror. Seems to be fine. Nothing happens. You.
Jake uses the rolling API to only roll bad today.
Yeah, because I had that power.
It's Foundry. Foundry wants them
yeah,
to
Foundry
us
wants
to
me to
use
bad.
them. So it's the connection.
So, you all meet back. Mistress has in this house, it was probably about 1 foot wide by 2 foot long. So you get like 1 foot wide by 2 foot high, I guess, mirror.
Can I start breaking it?
Yeah.
So we'll need.
Are you giving everybody in the town one? Or are you
Yes.
just giving your... Okay, so I don't know
That's
if
why I wanted to go to a bunch of.
I was about to say, I don't know if that single mirror will be enough for everybody to have a piece that they can hold and still see, because furball cans are
I'll
fucking massive.
first break it into 4.
Okay. You break it into 4, not so even, but manageable squares. Doesn't shatter that well.
And then we'll navigate to somewhere else to grab another mirror to break it into.
I take one of the 4 mirror pieces, and from now on, until I say otherwise, I'm only working things through that mirror piece.
So you're walking backwards?
So I need 7 more pieces.
I'm, in this case, holding the mirror out 45 degrees to my side, and then looking at it so I can see forwards.
Okay, so you're working a little off, but it works. This house, which is the next, all of them, is that the one you said you were going into next?
I figure just because they're the closest ones.
Okay. This house is in a disarray. There's a fine level of dust covering the floor and everything within. There's seems to be a bowl of food on the table that is old and moldy, and a chair for one in the dining room. The bed in the house is...
Go ahead.
The bed in the house is made. That's it.
Do I have any memory from when I was here of who lived in there?
No. It was...
Okay.
This was one of the houses that when you left was in the process of being built.
Gotcha.
Brother said he cleared these 2 out for us, right?
He said there were some of the houses you were free to stay in. He had only cleared out 2 houses for you, but he was saying that you could have freedom to use these houses. They would have to be cleaned because nobody's been in them in forever.
Oh, okay. I
'cause
thought
he didn't know the
cleaned
number.
them for
No,
us.
he didn't know
Why
the
are people
number
not
of the
living-
party.
This is
There's just not enough people in the place. The siblings like living together. The father has his own house.
but yet they look like people have been in here recently.
Make a investigation to see if you can determine how long it would take to build up this much dust.
Can he do that with advantage? Because we're never mind, doesn't matter.
Probably.
Yeah.
This much dust means that whatever like whoever was here and the level of mold in the food bowl. Oh, this has probably been empty for like maybe a year and a half. But according to what brother said, nobody had been living in here for a decade or so, maybe more.
Okay, so I'm just gonna pop my head out and ask that question then.
You can
Why are these houses lived in within the last year and a half?
brother will look confused and come over and just be in a little bit of disbelief of that something's here. Exa, is everybody only looking through the glasses now? Or the mirrors?
Is there a way that I can break mine up and attach them to my night vision glasses that I have? To where it is 2 mirrors at 45 degrees so that I can still look forward, but I'm only looking through something that's mirrored?
Is all of them smart enough for that?
So I'd like to take a cereal box,
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
make a periscope.
Right, so I have one more question. Hey, townspeople, do you keep records of who lives here?
Mother did a while back in her journal. I haven't read it, but we haven't really had a need to. Not many people have come through in the last bit.
I mean, clearly they.
Seems like a lot
And
of
he'll-
people
Well, that's
have
unfortunate,
left.
because if you did have records of who lived here, we could tell how many of you are missing.
Hold on. Speaking
Let's
of records,
follow me.
Speaking of records,
I'm going to scribble names on my arms of all the people here.
You do so.
Just in our party, just the four of us.
You do. Exa, Oladim, Mistress, Val are all on your name.
Only
Every-
ever been four of us the whole
What?
time.
Only ever been 4. You remember?
Never anyone else.
Nope.
Get fricked, JR.
do we remember Lily? Do I remember family?
Yeah. Lily, family are completely fine. You remember, like, one of your biggest drives to go home is to see Lily after after however much time has passed, and see your little sister and see how she's growing, and if the ship that you guys just bought. You remember the fight against the young blue dragon on the animal handling, and how it came up from the ground and breathed lightning trying to hit Oladim, though he evaded and he ended up killing 2 of his own people. And you were so far away that you had to throw a chair at it to do an attack before you could do anything. Your memories are fairly intact of what happened before the Fae.
Autumn, how big's your dick? Because I remember comparing penis sizes.
Hold on, it's in my bio.
Somebody here has a bright, vibrant yellow one that's the same size as mine.
4-inch pipe.
Yeah, you remember that plainly. It was the noble guy that trekked along with you for so long. It wasn't yellow, though. It's just normal color.
So we thought that this was a couple-week-old problem with Mistress's niece going missing, but now it seems like it's been happening for at least a year.
Right, anyway, when I asked about the records, you said to follow you? Okay. Also,
Yeah.
Jake wanted me to roll some check, and then I got distracted talking
Well,
about records.
if everybody's looking through the glass, mainly you, but if everybody's like trying to look around using the glass in the main area, make a perception check with disadvantage. Mistress straight because of your shield.
Is mine at super disadvantage then?
No, yours is just normal disadvantage.
Doing the rolls now.
Perception.
Yep, normal roll for you.
Okay.
And I'm assuming we're doing this while we're following brother.
Yeah. Well, I figured while they were gathering the mirrors and stuff. Oladim and Mistress. While you two are looking around, one of the garden beds looks weird to you. And as you go over and look at it outside of the mirror, it's completely fine. But as you pick the mirror back up, there seems to be a hole leading down inside the garden bed.
Which garden bed?
Oh.
There's one right here, I just didn't put it on the map.
Oh, okay.
Every house has its own small garden bed.
How big is the bed? Or the bed, the hole?
Well, the bed is probably about like 5 feet by 10 feet along the side of the house. The hole is probably around 3 feet in diameter.
Was
But at this point in time,
Exa-
brother is walking away, and after saying "follow me," after Exa inquired about the books. You were all right next to each other, though there is multiple conversations happening.
I'm gonna do the whole whistle with my fingers thing, and then motion for X and Val to look over here with their mirrors.
Exa Val, brother stops at the sound of the whistle at the doorway to his house, and just turns around like, "You following?" But Exa Val, you hear all of them say to come here, or motion to come here.
Guys, everyone, we're moving together. We're gonna go look over there first. Well, the records can wait.
Brother just leans against the house, still well within eyesight of all of you, waiting. You see what they see. It seems to be, you can't see far into the hole, but there seems to be a about 3 foot in diameter hole that goes down and curves off a little bit.
Can I use my spider?
You can?
Do magical glasses have mirrors in them?
Nope. They are just glass that's been
You
enchanted.
are trying so hard.
Fucking magnets. Man, how do they work?
I'm just making sure that spiders in 5e have night vision because I think that they do, but it's dark vision 30 feet. Okay. So then I will view through the eyes of my spider, and I'll send my spider down.
Interesting question. What happens to a Fey familiar if they're killed in the Fey?
I don't know, DM.
They pop back out 5 feet away.
They're dead in real life.
They change colors. I don't know.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
I mean, it is just a familiar, right?
Yeah.
But the familiars are from the Fey, so what happens when they're killed on their material plane? Because when they die, they just go back to the Fey.
Then they just pop right back. I don't know.
They pop out on the material side and are confused.
So you use one of your wild shapes to summon your spider.
Mm-hmm.
How far down are you having it follow this hole?
Well, its speed is 20, so half a minute.
So 30
That'll
seconds.
get it. Okay, not half a minute because that's the extend of so like 24 seconds, which will get it to 80 feet.
Okay. It crawls down the hole and disappears. I'm guessing you're seeing through its eyes for this?
Mm-hmm.
It follows the hole for about... How long do you say?
24 seconds.
Which is how much? It's 20 feet, so that's 4 turns, so
80.
80 feet.
Yeah.
Follows the hole for all 80 feet. And it seems like the hole continues for a bit longer. It's been going at a downward angle. Some places it gets pretty steep, and then it levels back off. Steep for a spider, I might add, not steep for a person.
Which direction is it going?
Make a nature check,
Okay.
because there has been some turns, so it's like keeping your direction, and nature with the spider senses, because that's how this works.
Nature is intelligence. Gotcha. This is gonna be a -5.
Well,
Not bad for a
11?
-5. Yeah.
It seems to... You went down and towards the well, and then took a left, which made it look like you were heading back towards the mansion, and that's all you got. But you don't know how much farther this tunnel goes for.
I just remembered I can do something.
Okay.
Can someone bring me just like a piece of paper-sized slate of wood? Or a rock. Either one.
Father Gray will be like, twins, come with me. And he will run off to his house real quickly and then come back with a about foot by 8-inch piece of wood.
Wonderful.
Everyone them.
Next time I see this creature, I'm going to use Artificer, my magical tinkering, and I can impart an image onto an object. I'm going to impart the image of whatever I see onto that object.
Okay.
Nice.
How are you making the spider go further or no?
I'll make it go the remaining 20 feet
So as
until I know like it's the edge of our connection.
Well, you can continue to see through it, you just can no longer command it once it's outside of that range. So you have to give it its commands now, and it can carry it out until it feels that it's carried out your commands, or it dies.
Then I will risk it for the biscuit and command it to follow the tunnel until there's a break in the tunnel, like an opening.
So as you stand there seeing through its eyes, it goes on for about another 40 feet. And what it sees below it opens up into a large cavernous area. While you don't see any creatures, it looks like the floor is a little bit down out of its dark vision. You do see soft pulsating glows of what you would know are blood mushrooms. A fey type of mushroom that glows in areas where blood has been spilled repeatedly. But they're giving off a faint glow that illuminates the outskirts of the cavern and a small rock in the center, or a large rock in the center around the base of it. They grow out of cracks where blood is consolidated. Do you relay this to the party?
Yes. I will. Hold on. I have to make sure that I had this. How? That won't be useful.
What?
That definitely won't be. No. Something that I have, but it doesn't work in this plane. Yay. So I relay back that what I see about the blood mushrooms and explain what the blood mushrooms are. What is the stone?
It just looks like a rock raised in the middle, but you can't see how high or any definitions of it. You just see that there is a cluster of blood mushrooms around the base of something in the center, and they seem to be like growing out of it, and the faint things that your spider can see are bits of rock.
So would I know how big blood mushrooms grow?
They don't grow more than normal mushrooms, maybe like a 3-inch diameter top. They just sprout up.
Can I tell how big the stone is in reference to the mushrooms?
You can tell how big the stone is considering it's outlined. You can't tell the backside because the cave you came in on, it's not directly like atop the stone. But you can guess that the stone is probably about, I'd say, 20 feet across and oblong, but that's about the dimension you can tell. But that's guesstimating at best, because you are looking through a spider's eyes.
Do I know what the soil is made out of?
The soil?
Yes.
In the Fae?
Of this land right here.
I define what it's made out of. Like, are you talking about like a chemical compound makeup, or are you talking like
dirt, clay?
Mainly dirt. It's a lot of farmland around
rock.
here.
Is there a lot of rock in it?
When you where you are now, it's rock. Like the spider is seeing rock. What's on top is clay. It is a true cavern. Probably some dirt along the floor, but a true cavern.
How much rope do we have?
I think Val has like 150 on his person.
How much wood do we have?
Rope. I have a thing of hempen.
Yeah, I have 100 feet.
So
no, wait, I have 150. Sorry.
As I'm relaying all this information, I'm also asking if it's a good idea for me to use my last wild shape of the day to switch to something small.
You can't hear their responses, by the way.
I know.
Well,
But the
I was going to
response
respond,
is-
but you can't hear us. So.
Yeah, the response is no.
Yeah, no. It's big enough for
I don't
regular
know.
people
I
if
don't
we're going to
care.
go down there. We should just go down normally.
So once I'm gonna drop the familiar.
Okay, so the familiar vanishes.
And then collect my answers.
No, absolutely not. Let's stay like we are. Let's stay together. Let's go get the records so we can keep track of who's here now. And then we can follow this together as normal, full-sized not squishy people.
What happens if I'm small and I get into a 3-foot tunnel and then I die? Like the
Well,
the
so
You die.
the tunnel's
I
3 foot
crashed.
around, which Mistress and Val can squeeze through. You're not Grog built. You guys are large and powerful, but you're not monstrous Goliaths.
I'm
will-
actually kind of skinny for a orc of my size.
You're just very large in general.
Yeah, like I'm just for an orc. I'm
Yeah.
wiry.
All of them can nearly crawl through this tunnel. You guys will be like
I am not large. I am powerful, not large.
Exa can crawl with some comfort. Mistress and Val will probably be more so military crawling, but it is very possible for you guys to enter the tunnel. But are you guys going to brother now?
Yeah.
Let's do things properly.
So, as you all get to the door, brother will open it and lead you in and tell the families outside. Sister will accompany you and will tell the Gray family to please stay with each other and don't let each other out of their sight. And they'll all retire to one house.
Can they all be instructed and be given utensils to write markings on their skins if they see anything weird?
Yes, easily enough.
They were all supposed to get mirrors as well.
Yeah, you guys got the mirrors from the second house and broke them and handed them out to everybody. Theirs are about the same size as yours, which is a little small in their hands, but workable.
Which
Also,
you
I'm just
asked.
gonna be honest. Can everyone please stay in the one mansion and not go anywhere else? Actually,
They'll look at you. Let us grab some beds or something to sleep in the main room, because there is not enough room in there for 4 extra furbolgs.
okay. Go in groups, kids.
You asked earlier, Jake, but I am trying to look through the mirror, like Exa told me to do.
Mm-hmm.
You don't necessarily see anything amazing, anything noteworthy. Maybe another flash or two, but nothing you can hold on to. But you're now realizing that you're not crazy, or hoping you're not crazy. Brother will lead you into the master bedroom, and along the left side wall, where you enter on the left side wall, there is a small bookcase with about 24 books in it.
I recognize any of the books.
Yeah, a lot of them were books that you grew up learning. It's basic books that your parents had bought about farming and some other basic stuff. One of them is on dangerous or magical creatures in the area. And then there's one that you would know is what was once kept as the town ledger, the town records.
Okay, can I take, or I'm guessing brother is going to be taking the ledger. Can I take the dangerous animal book and give it to Exa?
Yes, Exa, are you going for the ledger or the book that Mistress is handing you first? Because you asked about the ledger.
I'll look through the book. I'm sure they can all look through the ledger and talk to each other and figure out who's missing.
Okay, make an investigation check as you read through it. Or convince me otherwise of some other check.
I will not do that, because investigation is my best skill.
Okay. As you look through the ledger, you see that it has been sparsely kept up. You open it to the beginning first and go through, and you recognize the names of most of the families on there, Mistress. All families that either perished or left before your time. As you get to the point in time where after the attack of Badum, you do see a family written down, the Green family. And it's people that lived with it that brother scratches his chin at and goes, that's... What?
The Krun clan, yeah. I had mentioned them at dinner.
You did.
Do I still remember them?
You do.
Okay.
Then it goes on, a couple more families. A family with blue fur came about 40 years back. There was a mother, father, and a elderly son who was practically an adult himself. He was just listed as the son because there was no grandchildren yet. You find another mention of a... Shit, where is this? Jake. A yellow family.
Okay.
That was a full family. And then you also find mention of sister's family that came. It wasn't big, it was just her and her brother.
But when
But that was
would
about...
I remember sister
Nope. The sister
telling
came.
her story.
Yeah, you remember that when sister told her story, that it was just her who came. But apparently about 10 years back, her brother came with her.
Okay. Keep is so there's nothing written down about a niece because I'm guessing brother didn't keep up with the ledger.
No. No, there's nothing about the niece. You would also know that when families immigrated in, you do see no actual children on the ledger. But you would know that part of being written in the ledger, like your name entry in the ledger was a couple years before you actually left. It's one thing, it's kind of like the ledger's not really a keeping of the town, it's more of a keeping of the workers, of the adults of the town who contribute and what their tasks are.
Question.
Yes.
Is the ledger using the real names?
No. It is the same descriptive names.
Okay.
Green father, green mother, and if you do see some marks where things have been scratched out when you go back to the Gray family, where people have been moved from like Gray father to Gray grandfather, and then the Gray son was now Gray father, and the Gray child, like people's names have been moved up as descriptions have been added.
Okay. I don't know what to do with this information. Exa, what you find in the book?
Your investigation check doesn't lead to anything that would state what this is. But do you read Sylvan? Or can you read Sylvan?
It's repeatedly come up that Exa can't read speak or read Sylvan, because that's what Callisto speaks.
That's right. Oh, also, Callisto is around. You do remember Callisto.
I was about to say, we have a bear.
No, we don't remember Callisto.
Callisto was the first victim.
Callisto is the terror.
Callisto is what's doing this to you.
We are the thing that makes things forget stuff.
When you get to a section on the book on Hydras and Hydra variants, you do see notes next to a Venom Maw Hydra in the book in Sylvan.
I show them to Mistress.
Okay.
Mistress, you realize that this is your mother's handwriting, and you've never really read through this book. It was kind of scary to you when you were a kid, and then when you grew up, it was like, I know, it's fine. There is notes about it is what is in the waterfall, and that there is a peace treaty between the village and the Venomal Hydra of mutual ignorance. The Hydra will never approach the village as long as the village never enters its cave.
Does it say any descriptors of
It has
what the Hydra can do?
It has no descriptors or sources of memory loss or mind control. It just seems like a very old Hydra who has a form of semblance of sentience that struck a deal with your mother upon the founding of the village that you keep it safe, it doesn't bother you, everybody benefits.
Hey, how many heads does this Hydra have?
Is it drawn?
Exa, looking in the drawn description of it, it does not look anything like what you saw.
Okay, because my note said head times 3, which could either mean it has a head 3 times the largest orbital, or that it has 3 heads?
No, you would know that your notes meant that its head was 3 times as large. It was a humanoid head that was 3 times as large as a normal human's head. But that's what you get from the books.
I will write down about the yellow family, the green family, and Red sister's brother, missing brother.
Sister's missing. Okay, yeah. Actually, in looking at sister's brother's notes on where there is, God,
Sister
so
brother.
many fucking descriptives. Saves me from making NPC names, but makes a fucking horrible time of this shit. You do notice that he was living in the house you found with the moldy food. That is where he was staying.
Then I will make a note of that correlation.
Okay.
That he was in that
He was
house.
in...
Does it say if... Or does it say where the green clan and the yellow clan lived?
It does. The yellow clan...
Okay.
I'm just gonna start marking these off in the colors they were.
Yay! Yay!
The yellow clan had these 2 houses.
Which
and-
we looked through those houses, right?
No.
Oh.
And the green clan had these 3 in the back.
Exo was in that house, but he didn't see anything.
Yes. He rolled a 4 on perception.
Okay. So... And which house is the gray house?
The gray houses... Because they have 2. The father prefers to live alone. And actually, when looking through the Gray's manuscript, you do find mention of a Gray mother.
I was just about to ask.
That does not show up well. Gray house is going to be marked as black because that gray is hard to see.
Yeah, because I have gray mother in my notes, and
Yeah. And you do remember that now. You're like, oh shit, there was a mother. That you remember.
And the rest of the houses are just empty? Or used for, storage?
I mean, you haven't investigated them to see, but there is no list on the notes.
Wait.
But brother was also...
Oh, I scroll up and there's green.
Yeah,
Yay.
brother was also very... he was very bad at keeping up with the ledgers. So you don't know if this was in his laziness, or if these are just used for storage, or just built in the hopes that somebody would come to live in them.
While we've been using these mirrors to look through, have we noticed anything? Is there extra marks?
No, I figured that most of you have set the mirrors down to read the books, or at least Mistress and Exa have, and all of them and Val have not seen anything particular.
Okay. Is there... God.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna ask if anyone else had extra notes that they don't remember writing already.
You all go through your books?
Yeah, I mean, I'll pull out my journal and show you what's on it.
You all, or those of you who would have mentioned people by name, find the same 3-letter soul a few times here and there, but have no recollection of why you would have written it. Clarify, you 4 are here.
So, I have a question.
Mhm.
The gemstone shards that I put in my inventory, is it really soul found? Are those just gone now?
Yeah, because Soul would have had all of them. You didn't hand them out, so you don't have them.
Okay.
You have no memory of finding the shards either, because he was the one that brought them up every time.
I'm gonna start... So there's a name in my journal that I don't recognize. I'm gonna pull out... Oh, I don't have it. Mistress. Let me see the scrimshaw that I did for you.
They're on my antlers, so I'll like move my head towards
Please
you.
don't take them off.
In the scrimshaw that you made, you don't remember carving it, but you do see especially in the blue dragon one, you do remember seeing you don't remember, you see a weirdly carved man with horns and a robe casting what looks to be casting something.
I think we're missing someone.
Can I deduce that from remembering making bracelets for everyone and knowing that there are 5?
You only think there's 4.
I'll look around and count it right now.
So do I?
We're all
I know
4 here.
that there's 5,
No,
but now there's.
you only remember making 4 bracelets.
Yes, but
No, she means that there are 5 tenants to the thing.
Yeah.
Oh yes, there are 5
I
tenants.
just didn't make a one that's.
Nobody fit that 5th one when you were making it.
Okay.
You might have thought about giving it to Lily at one point, but you never finalized it.
Okay.
the 4 of us are here, but we have this name repeated in our journals, and I drew this. I made it for Mistress. It has a 5th person.
There's only 4 of us.
I know, but I made 5 people. Look,
Did you make it for Lily?
Lily wasn't there.
Lily didn't have horns.
Nor is Lily a large horn.
It is
Lily
hard.
can't cast.
It is hard to define exactly what it is, but you do notice horns and a robe and some sort of tried magical effect. But it's also
There's
scrimshaw.
There's been 4 of us. I don't know what you're. I
All
don't
of them. We slept in a house, right? You slept in the chair in the house, and I slept upstairs.
Val.
And
Okay.
Val and Mistress slept here. If
Yeah.
we have a 5th person, one of those 2 houses will have an extra set bed with belongings in it.
Val.
Yes.
The paperwork from I have no idea what I remember his name is the lead captain from Nicodranus.
Zentaro.
Zentaro?
Yes.
What about it?
The only NPC I ever remember.
Because you want to punch him.
Did he write down our names
No.
as okay?
All the paperwork he had was written very wordingly to let him pretty much wipe his hands if you guys become, wanted criminals.
So we
Do
just
you
had a
want me to go check the
paper,
house real quick?
but it didn't list anyone's names. Okay, got it.
No.
I think we checked the house you 2 slept in, and then go down the hole. Is that what
We-
y'all want to do?
There and come back.
Okay. You pop over.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said I'll pop down there real quick and I'll be right back.
No.
No, we go
No,
together.
Absolutely not.
We've been over this. We go together. It won't take 20 extra seconds, and there's nothing there to find that's going to need to be found in 15 seconds that we can't find in 20.
Well, let's go then.
You all make your way to the other house. Brother and sister. As you leave, the Gray family has disassembled quickly and reassembled some of their beds in the main room. And brother walks up to the Gray father and goes, "No, you sleep in the guest room." But they have a small hushed conversation as you all leave, but they seem to be following your suggestion that everybody always has eyes on them, which is going to lead to very interesting bathroom breaks. But you make it to the other house.
If you look at someone through a mirror while they're using the bathroom, it's not a sin, okay?
You make it to the other house. You go in the unused bedroom. There doesn't seem to be any items of somebody, but the bed does look like it was getting out of in a hurry, much like X's bed resembles at the moment. So it does look like it was slept in fairly recently.
Is
Okay.
there any leftover belongings that weren't packed up?
No, Soul keeps most of his stuff on his possession, so there would be nothing. And if he did,
Okay,
it wouldn't
we
be
can
in this
safely
bedroom.
assume there was a fifth person. That still
So-
doesn't really help. We're still dealing with a monster that kidnaps people
I'll write that
and
down.
erases memories. But at least we know if we find a person with horns who does magic, they're on our side.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll
true.
specifically write down there are 5 of us, and I will describe each of us in detail with a name,
That's also a good plan.
Okay.
We should all do that.
including myself.
There's only 5 of us if you count the bear.
I don't write down the bear.
Oh no, I write down the bear.
I'm kidding.
I guess we have to write down the bear. We can't have discrepancies between when we write down. That would be a
Callisto is
problem.
with brother and sister for ease of me not killing the small child. Also, his sentience is up today. By the end of day. Or his charm is up today by the end of day.
Bucky.
Great timing.
What an
Yeah.
excellent time for his charm to be up.
Great, he'll go missing 2.
He's gonna go walk right into that waterfall and drown himself.
The knowledge is too much. What are you
So-
guys doing?
Mistress, you're saying that there was an unspoken agreement between your mother and the village and this Hydra. So do we follow the hole, or do we go straight to the waterfall?
Seems like the Hydra's unrelated. It doesn't have anything to do with the weird monster that we
But-
have described in our journals.
If the Hydra has any sort of sentience, maybe it knows something about this?
I kind of shrug and gestured at him like he's got a point.
I mean, it seems like a dangerous journey to go there, and we'd be banking on it being helpful and being able to remember something. I would just go with the hole.
I mean, we can check the hole out first.
Yeah, I think the whole.
I do kind of want to do something.
You
We
will
have to-
notice as you're in this house, directly inside the door, to the left where the pantries start, there's another about 3-foot hole in the floor.
Great, thanks. I hate it.
It's got tunnel systems.
How long has that been here?
I never noticed it before. Are we noticing it through the mirrors?
Yes, through the mirrors only. When you look away from the mirrors, it is not there at all.
Okay, I have an
Excuse
idea.
me.
I
I'm
look
going
away.
to not look through the
Excuse
mirror.
me.
Yeah, and step in the hole.
Yeah, and put my hand in the hole.
It is weird, Exa. In your head, you know the hole is there. As you go and press your hand against the ground, make a intelligence saving throw for me.
Excuse me.
You fight through this splitting motion in your head, where your brain is telling you that your hand is hitting ground, so stop, but your consciousness tells you to push it farther and it fades through the ground. But it causes no damage, nothing permanent, but you do come out with like a little bit of a headache because your body wanted to resist that motion so much.
Okay, good to know. That fucking hurts. And also, there is legitimately no hole. It's just an illusion. It's not a differential reality state thing.
No, there's a hole.
No, I mean, there is a hole. There's no cover. It's just an illusion.
So I'm gonna use my second and last wild shape
Mhm.
to make my spider again,
Okay.
and I will see through it like I did before. This time, the command is continue to go to the tunnel where there's an opening, look around, come back.
You have to burn a wild shape?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how druids have find familiar. It does so. This one treks for about 150 feet. Bit
Can I
longer
make
than...
another nature check to see what direction it goes?
Yes. Spider's nature.
-5. A little better.
14. Jesus Christ, you've been rolling great on those. It too leads back to somewhere-ish in below, but in the direction of the center of town.
Okay.
This one goes for much longer than the other one, and when you get out, you do notice that you're not too far off, probably about like 15, 30 degrees shifted to the right of the other hole that you popped out of, and you see around the same description.
So the two tunnels lead together.
They lead to the same massive cavern, yes.
Something under the well.
But do I have a better idea of so it's in the center of town?
The well?
I mean, that's where the reflect. I'm not talking because I can't talk. I'm just relaying
A
information.
little bit farther than the well, probably.
I was going to ask you your measurements exact.
No, her measurements are not exact. Traveling by spider is not a good form of measurement.
So once it sees, does it come back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I didn't tell it to come back last time. I fucked up.
No, but you just dispelled wild shape, so that made it poof.
Right, but it was just gonna stay there.
Yeah, it was just gonna stay there.
I didn't tell it to come back.
I literally was counting down. I was like, if she just says she starts having this conversation, that next summon wild shape's gonna be real interesting.
What do I know of the well? Do I know any of its, like, was it created during my time?
It's
Created before
ancient,
my time?
and during the feast, you all pulled water from it. That was completely fine.
Was it?
I don't know. None of you made checks to see if it was. None of you are suffering harsh side effects.
Oh,
That you know of.
No, harsh.
Should we start heading through the hole?
Probably the shorter one. The shorter one. Look. Okay, so we were looking through the mirrors in the main house. Did we notice any holes?
Not in brother's bedroom or the main room, but those are the only two rooms you were in.
Key. Do we want to check the child's room for a hole?
Isn't that upstairs?
I think it's
Nope,
safe.
it's all one story.
Okay.
I think it's safe to assume there are many holes, and it seems to be able to move around quite freely.
So I'm going to document this. We are in the house that they stayed in, right? Exa, Soul, and all of them.
Yes.
Well, assuming it's Soul. Exa and all of them. I lost my train of thought.
Hey, Val. How many bones do you have in your bag?
Oh.
I don't actually have any. I believe we sold them all.
You don't have anything at all? Anything that would have bones in it, or...
Not dragon bones.
No, small bones would be fine.
I'm
Small
looking.
bones would probably be better. Mistress, do you have any from cooking that we can break down real quick?
I have
I'd like to set
antlers.
up some bone chimes
I have-
around these holes.
I have a 50-point rack of antlers.
I mean, if you're willing to cut those down, we can
The-
set up some chimes.
There was
Just
a
noise.
spit roasted dyer board the other night in town.
That's true.
Go with a lot of bones.
Yeah.
Oh,
We can search for holes in the main house where they're all staying.
I
Set
remembered
up
what I was
noise
gonna
traps so
do.
that they can at least have some sort of early warning.
Yeah, trapping the holes. Are we going to stay here tonight, or are we going to dive down these holes?
It's probably around like 2 in the afternoon at the moment with all the things that have happened.
That's a good idea. I think we look for a hole in the main house, have everyone stay there and trap it.
So I was gonna write down about the tunnel, the second tunnel, and then see if there's any new marks on anyone.
Everybody roll a d6 for me.
I think. And I can't remember the last time I asked about marks. It was probably the well.
As you all look down on your arms, there's a couple more marks on them.
Do I have my picture?
You do.
Great.
As you pull it out of your bag, or as you actually finally look down at the slate for the first time in a while, you see a grotesque human head. It has its mouth open, and the inside of its mouth just seems to be black. There is no body, it just seems to be one flowing, veiny head that trails off into out of your sight of vision. You see that there's like razor sharp pointed teeth lining the top and bottom jaws. When you look to the eye sockets, they seem to be barren and just to the best of what was implemented, just black. You see veins. Does it imprint in color or black and white?
It says in image, so I assume it's in color.
Okay, you see very pale skin and weird, what you would mistook as veins your first time, but red lines of vibrant that seem to be... They don't seem anatomically correct to you, but running through its neck and head. And they give this pale flesh a weird pinkish tint.
Did it depict any wound?
No.
Wacky. I'm gonna make 2 more copies of this image because I can do that, and then hand them out to the party.
Do you want to leave one in the main house?
That's probably a good idea. I'll leave one there.
You do so? And this isn't using up your last one to where Lily loses her coin, correct?
No.
Okay.
I can make 4 items total.
So this is your other 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can me and Autumn... Well, I guess we shouldn't split up, but can we collect bones and make Autumn's wind chime trap?
Yeah, easy enough. It probably takes about an hour total to collect the bones, find some string throughout the village, and where exactly are you trapping?
I think we wanted to... Go ahead.
So what I was thinking is that we set the spring part of the trap next to the hole, but have the trap away from the hole. That way it doesn't see it when it's trying to come out.
Did you want to investigate the main house and trap that one, or trap the house? Okay.
I want to try to give them an early warning.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so you go back to the main house. Which rooms are you investigating? There's the guest bedroom, the niece's bedroom, and mistress's bedroom.
We just need to flash the mirror around the floor to look for holes.
Okay, so as you go into the guest bedroom, you do find a hole in the front left corner of the room.
It's because I didn't fucking sleep there last night. Shit.
As you go into the niece's bedroom, there is a hole at the foot of the bed.
What?
And as you go into mistress's bedroom, there's a hole in the top right of the room, directly left of the door. And mistress's bedroom is not nearly as you left it.
I'm sorry.
How is it?
Her bed is pulled to the side, as if a struggle. There seems to be something, scrape marks along the floor. And you do find what would be probably a bloody fingernail that's stuck in the floorboard. And there is a slight trail, not slight actually, there is a decent trail of blood that pulls to the hole that you can see outside of the mirror.
I'm sorry.
And while looking through the mirror, you do see some vibrant green blood scattered amongst it.
I'd like to look at Mistress using this mirror.
She appears as she always has.
Fingernails intact?
Yep.
Can I just the fingernail?
Is there... Go ahead.
I'm grasping the straws. Don't worry about it.
No, go for it.
Is there skin attached to that fingernail?
A little bit, yeah.
What
Is
color?
A vibrant yellow, surprisingly.
Scrimshaw didn't have any color.
Nope.
Did it?
It was just carving
no.
into a bone.
I'm
didn't-
gonna write this down.
I didn't dye the bone, did I?
I'm gonna write this down. Fingernail, yellow skin, struggle.
But it doesn't look like fur, so it's definitely not a fur-bog.
No, not at all. It is... Okay. I don't think any of you know enough about anatomy, even Exa, to tell the species by a fingernail.
No, but there's no fur attached. Like,
It doesn't look like a furball fingernail. The yellow flesh alone tells you that it is probably something else.
yeah, that's all I was going for. It's not one of the clan.
No.
Is there anything else in the room?
Besides the disarray, you all go and check your possessions. There does seem to be an extra bedroll. An extra sack with some clothes in it, but you remember bringing these as backups, though you don't know why you brought an extra robe.
Does... Soul's not the type of person to write his own name in his clothes, right?
No. JR, yes. Soul, no.
Fuck.
We're going to need more bones. There's a lot of holes.
Can
it
I
takes like
just-
3 small pieces of bones to make this.
Can I ask brother and sister to check their room?
Yeah, they openly let you in. There doesn't seem to be any holes in the floor in their room.
Can I look at these holes? Kind of compare the one in Mistress's room to the one in the niece's room and see how recent they might be?
The one in the niece's room seems to be a couple weeks old. The one in Mistress's room, the dirt that was pushed up and through the floorboards seems very fresh.
And these are wood floors?
Yes. In the mansion there are, in most of the houses it's dirt floors, but the mansion got some, better TLC.
Shit.
So even if we trap these holes, it could just make a new one.
It might make a new one every time, yeah. I still think trapping them is, it's the least we can do. It's not much, but
Something.
it knows that we're aware of it now, and it might try and reuse the hole instead of making noise.
We should probably try explore one of these holes anyway. Exploring one of these holes.
I'm down
Not
for that.
exploring these holes. I don't. Brain.
I mean, if you have dynamite, by all means.
Oh, if only.
So, we make some bone traps, Jake?
Yeah, easy enough.
Rig them up.
Okay. You rig them up. Where exactly? Are you just rigging them on like the doorways, around the holes?
So, like I said, the spring for the trap is going to be at the front of the hole, but the actual trap is going to be set off of it, probably about a foot, so it can't see it until it's out and already sprung the trap.
Okay. You do so. Make a survival check with advantage. This seems like setting a trap would be survival. You feel fairly confident with how they're set up. What are you guys doing? Traps are set. The rest of the family has moved everything into the main room. Food is being made.
So we either try to wait this out for a night and wait for it to spring a trap, or we head down a hole.
I really don't like waiting. That's my vote.
Yeah, I'm ready
Best
to
to
go.
go before more people get taken.
I'm going to try something first.
Mistress, what were you... Okay, never mind. Go on.
What?
Nothing. Yeah, I was... Stupid question. Don't worry.
Okay. I'm going to call out to Soul on the coin.
No response.
Trying to talk to on that coin.
Whoever this Soul is in our notes.
Why would they have a coin though?
If they were
You
one of
only-
us, they might have had a coin.
I only bought 4 coins though.
Maybe you bought 5.
So you guys going down a hole?
It's either that or we can talk. Do we have a way to talk to something long distance?
No.
No.
Soul was one with...
Sold it.
We do not.
How did we contact your brother?
Good question.
You hired somebody.
Yeah, was there someone on one of the ships that we used?
Clerics come on all ships, they know sending. Roderick did a few of them for you himself.
Down a hole we go.
Yes, but I didn't draw Roderick on Scrimshaw.
No, but you used Roderick to send the messages.
So much. You gave him horns.
And no turtle shell. So the
And a
hole...
robe.
Which hole are you going down? The
Garden.
ones...
Garden one, right?
Garden one's closer.
Yeah. Can I?
The ones in the house seem to be more vertical than the other one.
Trap now.
Yeah, I'm just saying they seem to be more vertical than the other ones, which are at like a slight slant.
Did you
Oh,
build
you're
your mansion on top of an Indian burial ground?
It's a native burial ground.
That's... yeah, good point.
I say we go down the garden one. It's going to be easiest for you guys to maneuver in anyway.
Yeah. We can
I'll
widen out
be-
the mouth
I'll
of
be
it.
fine, no matter what. But
Alright, let's go.
You will make your way saying your goodbyes to the family, telling them to be safe.
and I'm also giving the information of everything is trapped. If you hear something, only look through the mirrors, and of course, try to only look through the mirrors as much as possible.
And, I don't know, hold hands. Tie ropes around your ankles or something.
Tie ropes around waists.
Should we do that?
Going down this hole, probably.
Yes. Also, now that we've decided to tie ropes around your waist, if you find that there's a rope and it leads somewhere, but then it just cuts off, that's a good indication that there was an extra person there.
I've got everyone's name written on my arm.
I've got soul written in my journal. I don't know who the fuck that is.
So who's going down the hole first?
I'll lead.
Are you sure?
It's easiest for me to maneuver.
I'm gonna pull you aside first.
Who is that?
Listen, all of them. Listen. I know I can't apologize for it, but I didn't mean what I said earlier.
But what?
You know what I said. At the well.
Ah, I know you didn't mean it. It's fine. Look, if I actually cared, you would have been face down in the dirt.
I doubt that, but I rely on you a lot. Because you have talents and skills that none of the rest of us have. You keep the party safe more than I can.
don't tell her this because it might go to her head, but I think Mistress is the one that keeps us safe.
Yes, but you're the one that can sneak up on people. You're the one that is. Just take a compliment.
Yeah, can't
I
do
hear
that.
Mr. Aladdin first? You after?
No, did I hear any of that conversation?
They were talking in hushed tones. You have a passive
Do I-
22, but
Do I see that they're like?
is Mistress the type of person who would eavesdrop?
Yes.
I don't know. Is Chris the type of person?
Yes, that one we know, but is Mistress?
Yes.
Not listening, but viewing body language.
No, but I'd like to.
Viewing body language, it looks like Val is saying something, and at some point in time you notice Aladdin nod towards you slightly, but besides that you get none of it.
Then no one gets sex. Continue.
Who's going down after Aladdin? How much rope are you leaving in between you all?
What? Probably
15
about 5
feet.
feet. 15
Yeah.
feet? Oh, that's a lot.
5 feet is way too little.
I'll
You can
use.
assume pretty safely that we're going to be fighting something.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's meet in the middle and say 10 feet.
Okay, so if we are organizing this like we would be fighting, then it should be Val next,
Okay. So
and
Aladdin.
then me, and then Exa.
I'll use the silk rope too, so it's easier to tie.
Okay. So,
Val is a rigger.
I have
10,
150
20,
feet of rope.
but
I
you don't.
literally worked in rigging.
You don't have enough rope to wrap around everybody's waist with just a simple 50 foot, because 10 foot in between plus the around everybody's waists and then going forward would be more than just 50 feet. 10, 20, 30. I guess it would be, because it's only in between everybody, so I guess it would be enough with one 50-foot strand.
It shouldn't leave any slack either.
No.
Do we take the bear?
No,
Bear's stay at the house.
Okay.
And we'll see if he's still there tomorrow.
Guess so.
I want to go in the back. I want to go last.
Okay, then I'll go after Aladdin.
If I shadow step while there's a rope around me, do I shadow step out of the rope?
No, because you have to step into shadow, which means the rope would either be taken with you, which you
Whatever
can't
one go
shadow
with.
step more than one person, so the rope would hold you back from it.
Found his weakness. It's rope.
It's being restrained.
Yeah, it's being restrained. You head down.
Okay. I'm going to request that the front loop just be a simple
Slipknot.
slip knot so I can easily pull that out if I need to.
Do you comply, Val, or do you tie that motherfucker in?
No, I tie him in. I mean, you can sit there and
I'm
request
looking
it
at
all
like
you want
an
to.
angry child being put into a car seat.
You are an
You
angry
can
child.
request it all you want to, but if it's easy for you to get out, then it's easy for something else to get you out.
That is a point.
I don't like it either because I don't want to drag the three of you fuckers. It's gonna slow me down
I'm
too.
not arguing. I'm just not happy.
I know. I don't like it either.
As you progress forward, Aladdin, you get to near the entrance of the cave. We're going now, right? I'm not interrupting anything?
I'm ready to move forward.
Yeah.
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 As you move forward, Aladdin, you get to near the edge of the cave. Your goggles of dark vision having a much farther range than Mistress's spider. But it is still fairly dark in here. You do see the outside edges of the cavern littered with mushrooms that give off a pulsating glow. You see rocks out like jutting out from random angles. In the back left corner, you see a small puddle of water, though you can't tell anything specific about it. You get to the edge and start to peer over. but you don't see a creature necessarily. How far behind him is the rest of the group staying?
10 feet.
We can't really go any farther. than
No,
that.
no, I know. More so, how close is everybody getting would be the more accurate.
If we're not in combat, I'd stick as close together as possible.
So that's fine as Exa joins. And then Mistress gets up close too. And Oladim, you feel the ground below you, the entrance to the cave, which is rock, but as you look down, you notice that you're on a sort of a ledge. It gives out. And you fall, attached to everybody else.
Can I try and prevent that?
You
Fairly
can.
lightweight. If they could just hold back.
You can, but the fall also collapses Exa and Mistress.
Ooh, that's a lot of weight.
Val, make a strength saving throw to see if you have enough strength to hold up the 400 or so pounds that just dropped, counting everybody's equipment. 17, you are violently pulled to the edge of this thing and quickly just pushing your body. You sit up as much as you can and push your forearms out and your knees out, and your forearm, your skin to hell. It's road burn.
I'm grabbing one of the knives that I have,
Mhm.
and I'm cutting myself loose.
You can do that when you snap closed, or taunt. Val, you're going to take...
Trey, why do you insist on making aggressively bad decisions?
Val, you take 1 point of, I guess, slashing damage as your body is pulled through this rock, but you do stop the rope. All of them.
As soon as I cut, I am going to put a foot against the wall and shadow step up next to Val and have him or help him pull.
Yeah, I'll go into a rage and start pulling everybody back up.
Okay, stay.
All of them. As you look down, you're only about 6 feet from the base.
Still, instead of everyone dropping.
You feel something on the base of your neck. Not
Yep.
something, but your hairs stand up as if something's watching you.
Yep. Shadow stepping up.
You, from your position, Val is at the mouth of the cave. I don't know if you can see past him.
I just need to see beside him. I
Okay.
can share space.
You appear, Val, you are fully body extended. Your shoulders are pressed against it. Your forearms, your knees, your calves, everything is pressed. And out of a shadow on your side, you are immediately moved to the left as Oladim's small figure appears there. So Exa, this is going to you now. Oh wait, so you didn't cut Oladim?
No, I did. That's what I was saying. Like, I was going to get a foot on the wall, cut it, and shadow step up.
Okay. We'll just go to this for ease.
I don't like that.
There are too many things.
Just realized I didn't press my mic button. Did I manage to keep a hold of my mirror when I fell?
I'm imagining you tucked it away for the crawl, because you can't really look inside a very dark cavern, and if you look forward, you see Mistress's ass, and if you look back, you see Valadim's face.
Then I definitely have it out. Ha, got him.
Did you say Valadum?
Val.
Valadum.
Valadin.
I will take out my mirror.
If I dragged you guys onto the right map. Pull yourselves out near where Val is. The right one works. Exa, you are hanging about 16 feet above the ground.
Hold on.
Mistress?
Yes.
You are hanging about 25 feet above the ground. Math is hard with ropes.
Wait, what?
Actually, no.
She's in front of me.
Sorry, actually, you guys would both be hanging. Oh, because all of them cut free. So Exa, no, yeah, you're about 6. Or Mistress is about 16. Exa is about 20 feet from the ground. 25. But as you all look around, hanging from this rope, you do see movement in the cave. As your eyes adjust to the red pulsating light of the mushrooms, you see on top of this center rock, which you missed as part of the rock earlier, an amorphous blob of just fleshy material. It's pale skin appearing blood red with this pulsating red light. You see 3 long, elongated necks with these horrible visages of human faces with sunken eye sockets and sharp fangs. And they all snap to you, hanging there.
To X and I.
They can see Val in the tunnel, too.
I would like to hit each one of them with 1 magic missile, please.
What are you doing, the body or the heads?
The heads. Each head with 1 magic missile.
Let's roll initiative. This combat has started.
This is a straight roll for me because I have advantage, but disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, I don't need all those. Oh,
I also
shit.
didn't click my token. Sweet.
Oh, cool. That's a 4 with advantage.
Sick.
First roll was an 18, so it's 19.
Is this the thing that from the picture?
That's basically it.
I hate it.
Okay, so that is the thing that's supposed to be in the cave, and I'm assuming we're not in that cave.
No, this is not from the book. This is not the Venom Maw Hydra.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
This is the thing from the drawing?
No.
From my tablet? No, it's a
Oh no,
third thing?
this is the thing from your tablet. Sorry.
Okay.
So many questions.
There's 3 things? What?
No. Val, you are currently using your strength to keep everybody up. And this platform that it is on is about 15 foot tall.
So do I see it at this point?
Yes.
I'm yelling down to Exa and Mistress. Do you want up or down? Pick quickly
Let's just all go down.
and let go of the rope.
Okay, not that fast.
Exa and Mistress.
Val, you're still tied.
Exa has a bad history with fall damage.
Yeah, it's not holding on. Are you jumping off with them, Val?
Yeah, I let go of the rope and I jump with them.
You're going
What
to get
is
shit
six
whipped
chance
straight
to
into
die?
the ground.
Acrobatics checks from Mistress, Exa, and Val.
Not athletics.
I can't roll a 1 jumping out
No,
of the
because
tree.
this is your landing, not your.
No. I'm just saying.
So, Mistress, you take 1 damage. Exa,
Okay.
you pass, so you take half of this. So you take 3 damage, and Val, you fail.
I mean, I would have raged because we're in combat.
That's fair. It's your turn. I'll let you do that. So you take 5 damage
Already
from the half from rage. You bonus action rage, jump down, which is part of your movement. Reaction was to talk, so you still have an action. And I'd say half your movement.
Where would I be at? Right there? Okay.
Yep. Exa succeeded, Mistress failed, so Mistress, you are prone there. Actually, you are standing there, all of them, you are still up in the cavern. And these heads, by the way, are floating about 15 feet in the air. They're like, as you jump down, they reacted and went down, but they're...
I take half of 7?
Yeah, you take 3.
They're 15 feet in the air.
Yes.
Shit. I have a 10-foot reach. I don't like that.
So, 15 feet total, or because of the like
No,
pedestal.
the heads
They're-
with the heads. The main body is 15 feet up on top of the pedestal. The heads have like sunken a little.
Oh, okay. So the heads are within melee distance.
They're still 15 feet up from the ground. They, like I said, they unlike the body who's sitting on top of it, they just went down to like the top of the thing. Instead of fitting like 25 feet up, they just sunk down a little bit.
And is the rock like sheer flat faced, or can it be climbed?
It can be climbed. It is very rigid.
Move half of my remaining movement there, and then use whatever the fucking rage thing is that lets me move half my movement.
Another 20 feet.
Hang on, let me make sure it's half.
It is half. I'm pretty damn sure it's half.
Yeah.
So you have another 20 feet of movement.
So 10 feet would get me there. Can I, as a part of my action, try to run up the wall to hit it? Or am I just stuck at the bottom?
Make an athletics check to like take 2 steps off and make a swing.
Whatever the first number is.
19. Yeah, you can make a singular swing. Is that a disadvantage because of exhaustion 1?
Nope, it's just ability checks.
Okay, yeah, exhaustion 3 is attack rolls.
It's a 19.
Okay. You definitely hit it. And you don't hit the head necessarily, but you hit the neck and you put a long gash in the side of the neck.
So 23 damage. It's a bonus action to activate the sword.
Yep, because no lightning.
Takes another 1 lightning damage from the aura, and then
Yeah, because I don't even need to make the save because of that.
I can't really use my second attack because I can't reach it. Unless you'd let me pull out a javelin and throw it. I know that's a lot.
because that'd be a part of your movement, and that was already like jumping down and stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll just take 1 attack then.
Exa, you still cast a magic missile, or
Yes.
Wildemount, did you not roll initiative? Oh, you just didn't have you didn't click it.
So
Wait. Oh yeah.
2 damage, 3 damage, and 5 damage.
Okay, and these are just at each head or targeting 1 head?
At each head.
Okay, so 3 damage, 5 damage.
2, 3, and 5.
Okay. Your attacks go off and hit as you said. All of them. You're up in the shaft. What are you doing?
Shaft.
Teleporting onto the rock is going to be very hard considering it's illuminated by the mushrooms, though the top of it will be possible if you're trying to shadow step into the things like shadow, because the light of the mushrooms doesn't reach all the way up.
I'll say,
So-
hang on, I'll say my second attack was to cut free the rope because I forgot I'm still tied. Sorry.
Oh yeah, that will work. I
So
forgot that too.
right here should be fine.
Yes, right there should be fine.
I feel like you're trying to get me to do this, but that's fine because I'm going to do it anyway.
I'm not trying, I'm just telling you so that way we go through the whole where can I shadow step thing. Roll a d20 for me for that magical effect.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot to roll my d20. Oops.
Nothing happens. And I forgot about this. So Val gets his attack free because that's the DM's fault. How are you attacking all of them? Because as you look at it, it's blurring a little bit. It seems like as you're looking at it itself, it is hard to comprehend.
I'm going to take this first one and see how that goes. And this
Make it at
one
disadvantage.
is with advantage.
So normal roll.
Didn't matter.
Didn't matter. You hit and you're striking the body itself, correct?
I mean, that's... is there a head within range?
No. You can't reach the one over Val and the other one's too far away.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll hit its body the first time.
Okay, roll your damage. Okay.
Anything weird happen?
Nope. Just
All right. So
That-
then for my extra attack, I will shoot some of the spikes at one of its head.
make him at disadvantage.
And 12 doesn't hit.
No, it does not.
Also, I realize I've been rolling unarmed strikes instead of the +1 gauntlets this entire since I got the gauntlets.
Probably should use the gauntlets.
So yeah, that bludgeoning should be an 8, and
I'll
that
add
should be
one more.
piercing, not
Yep.
bludgeoning.
Oh, that was way too much health to take away. Holy shit. Sorry, I typed something wrong. Is that your turn?
No, I'm going to raise those gauntlets up. Let's see, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I'll make that an 18 at the cost of 3 key points.
Okay. Which head were you attacking? The one over Val or?
Which one's closest?
Okay.
But outside of the 5-foot melee. Oh, there's nothing within 5 foot, so yeah, the one that's closest to me.
Yep. You do so. Roll that damage for me.
Boy, that's.
You
not
also only
working
rolled
out.
one attack, by the way.
Huh?
You have 2 attacks and then... Okay, you can't bonus action. Yeah,
I'm
you're right.
doing it as a ranged, which means it won't count
Yeah.
to do the other extra.
When you already bonus action Shadow Stepped, so... It's its turn. And Val, the head in front of you, the neck seems to elongate more, pulling more mass from the body and comes down into your face. This head over here elongates as well and appears besides Mistress as it shoots out. And this one is going to pull back, and you see... Actually, it's out of most of your visual ranges and is blocked by the rocks. But this is towards Val.
Advantage, because attack recklessly.
Yep. Oof, that was bad rolls. And this is towards Mistress. Does a 19 hit Mistress? I think it does. Yeah.
Yes.
You take 14 points of piercing damage as it bites into your side, and I need a dex save. As this massive humanoid head just comes and takes you by the side. You're able to slide out of it,
fucked.
and it doesn't get any purchase on you. It is your turn.
Okay. Poop.
You did learn or prepare kill Hydra, right?
Right, yeah. 4th level. Sure did.
Sadly, it's not a Hydra.
Okie dokie. That's an action. Eep. Eep, 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 eep. Everyone okay? Everyone is okay. Yes, me. Action. How far? So there plus 15 feet ish.
Yeah, give or take. So if it's
Eesh.
45 feet there, it's probably about 55 feet up.
I got 90 feet. It's fine. Actually, I will do one better. Why do I forget which ones are called? Nope, I don't want that one. I want this one. I'm going to put it next to its head. Here. Actually, no. Next to its head here. That's where I'll summon it.
Okay.
That's my action. Bonus action. Oh, bomb, I guess. And I'll use 3 of the bomb on myself.
Okay.
Those are good.
Those were good.
Heal
You
and 3.
use your action to summon the Furious Spirit and then turn to
Mhm.
yourself and heal as you look at this massive head standing next to you.
Mm-hmm.
What's your Furious Spirit doing?
Furious Spirit is this was at 4th level, by the way.
Yep. So 2 attacks, both at disadvantage.
Oh, it's gonna. I shouldn't have rolled. It's gonna move. It's gonna face up.
The
Bonus
first
action
one
face up.
misses, but the bonus action face up will now happen. To
Yeah.
where?
To here, behind it, behind the head.
And the second attack is a normal roll. A 20 does hit.
Yeah. Okay. 1d6 plus 3 plus 4. I'm just making sure. Oh, nope. It's not gonna do that damage. It is 1d6. So 10 piercing. Because it, no, 1d6 plus 3 plus 4. Yeah, okay. And then 1d6. Yeah, that's right. 13.
Okay. You miss your first attack, and the Fury Spirit teleports behind it and lands a good one. Deals the damage. Val, there's a giant ass head in your face. What are you doing?
There's a giant's head in my face, but there's a big body up on top of the rock. How much rock is... It's a big token. How much rock can I stand on?
On this side, you'll
Just
be making...
any side.
So on the back side, there's a little bit of open purchase, but on the front side where Aladdin's standing, your massive figure would probably be having to make deck checks to just not fall back off if you ever got hit or if you rolled poorly on an attack.
So can I move to there with 20 feet and then use the rest of my movement to climb up? Because it's 15 feet high.
Yeah, I'd say you get most of the way up, plus your bonus action raise. You can still use your bonus action.
Aggressive to move.
Yeah, I'd say it
up
would
to
take.
my speed.
I'd say it'd take to get that to get like standing on top of it, because climbing is halved for movement.
Okay, that's fine. Well, yeah, I guess I don't have anything that would help with that.
No, because you already raged, so that only happens the turn you rage, I think.
It does. I was just thinking like athletics check to not have my movement, but... And I am 7 feet tall. But either way, I'll get up there. Do I take an attack of opportunity from the head?
You do.
Still... Is it at advantage? Doesn't matter.
No, it's just a normal roll because it's your turn again.
That hits, though.
And I need a dex save advantage because of saving throw. Danger sense. 11 reduced to 5. Yes, you pass that, and you're able to slide away as you try and shoulder past it. It quickly latches onto your shoulder, and you feel the deep sting of teeth, and you're able to shrug it off and run forward. But you take 5 points.
Would I be flanking all of them at this point, or not?
Yes, but that just means attacks are normal. That does hit. And no lightning yet, right?
Yeah, because it's a bonus
Yeah,
action.
25, 27. Okay, and this is directly to the body.
Yeah. What about 13?
13 does not hit. Almost.
So 27 damage.
It takes that. Actually, where I did the math. There we go. Is that your turn?
That's it.
Exa, what are you doing?
That's me. I'm gonna do the same thing again, but this time I'm gonna turn on my force field first.
Okay, so you get your little temporary hit points.
Yeah, I have to figure out how much.
I'm internally screaming.
And then I'm gonna hit each head again with a magic missile.
Go for it.
So the heads take 2, 2, and 3 damage.
Okay, give me 1 second. And all of them, you're up next.
Hitting this body, am I noticing things happening?
No, it's reacting like normal flesh would. Your gauntlets are magical. But
I'm just
while you're
sure.
looking at it, your brain is in a constant fight of seeing it and not seeing it. So that's why you're attacking at disadvantage.
Right. Except now that we have it flanked.
Yes, which is normal attacks.
Yeah. Exa, were you done with your turn?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just going to start rolling up some damage here.
Okay, so 22 hits, 10 misses, 21 hits, 12 misses.
And that's just straight punching the body.
Yep. Oh, give me 1 second, sorry. Rotate, you motherfucker.
Talk to me like that.
So that's 13 damage,
What?
right? Oh, sorry, 19 damage, my bad. That would be that health. It is its turn. And this head that was sitting in the back is going to come over here and float over the body. And it's going to close its jaws tight and open it and release a ear-wrenching scream. Oladim, Mistress, and Exa, I need a Constitution saving throw.
Shit.
I don't know why it rolled as an attack. Oh, I don't have permission to do that on that. There we go.
Huh?
That rolled too much.
Nice
damage.
job, team.
God damn it. I tried to change it and I changed the wrong area. My bad. Because I had to weaken this thing.
So it's not 53 damage, right?
No, it's not 53 damage.
Okay, I was going to say, 'cause I'm dead.
I changed the description, but I didn't change the damage modifier. So give me 1 second to change that. 30 damage.
That's still not. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's a turn and burn bow. And the thing's already yellow. Why aren't you letting me so? Oh, I never.
Hold on, is its body changing color?
Nope.
No, I mean like the
The
aura, yeah.
yeah, it's added yellow now. But that was a one-time use daily ability. And one of its heads is already deep yellow.
Oh. It's just against the gray, it makes it hard for me to see. That's why I was
Yeah,
asking.
no, it's like it's in between green and yellow. It's like 75% for just
Cool.
Mistress. it's your turn.
I'm muted. Can I attack the fuck out of this head next to me?
Okay. What are you using?
Disadvantage.
Yes, because you're not flanking.
Can I move in flank? Exit, get in here! I'm tired of being your body shield.
Meat shield.
Does a 20 hit?
A 20 does hit, yes.
9. And then bonus action. Oh,
Shit.
that was my 4th level to do that. I'll do keep a 3rd level healing word on E. It's a good point.
The Hydra.
Yes. Myself, because if I can't keep myself alive, no one else will. No one else will heal. No one else can heal.
You heal yourself for 12. Are you going to use healing word, or are you going to use cure wounds on yourself?
I can't. I just did an action to attack.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry. My apologies.
Yeah, DM.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have so many things.
Fear Spirit will face step and attack once. 27.
Does hit.
And attack twice.
It's straight because
16.
of the Face Spirit also loses the advantage. So it just makes it normal. And
Okay,
then
so 13 and
does
16.
hit. So it's 13 does not, 16 does.
Okay. So 12 and
17.
5.
That one head is looking pretty rough, as Val and you have battered it pretty well. It's 10:56. Do we want to do one more round or call it here?
You can kill it.
Yeah.
Okay. Val.
Alright. Oh, I will fucking activate the sword.
Okay. You activate your sword. That misses. That does hit.
So.
Can you reroll that with your Savage Attacker thing, or does it automatically?
I don't have Savage Attack.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, my bad. Ignore me.
Yeah.
24 damage, right?
Jake, what campaign are you playing?
Listen.
Yeah,
I
24 damage.
I just almost added so much health to it.
Please no.
Typed in the second digit instead of the first, and that would have been very bad.
I'm assuming I can't, like, reckless to get advantage, right?
No, because of how D&D works, it's disadvantage and advantage equals out, and there's no stacking above it.
Unless the DM says otherwise.
This DM is saying no.
Damn it. That's my turn.
Okay, Exa.
I'm gonna use defensive field again, and then I'm gonna shoot each of its heads again.
Okay.
There's only 2 heads
No, there's 3.
on my screen. Oh, the other head is just right next to us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You're using Mistress as a body shield right now.
Yep.
You know it. I should have used Flash of Genius to improve those saves. Whatever, what you gonna do?
I hope learn from your mistakes.
Oh, is this a higher casting?
Yeah, I'm gonna higher cast, so I'm targeting one at the body as well.
Okay. I'm just going off of, Oh, that took off way too much health. And then one at the body takes that much, okay. It is, Trey, for you, it is solidly in the yellow now. Like,
Appreciate that.
yep, all of him. Because that's all bonus action. You're not moving. Are you moving, Exa, or no?
No, I'm gonna stay right here so I can keep using Mistress as a body shield.
Okay.
That
don't
9 will
approve
just be
this.
rolled as the 13.
The 16, 17, yep. 13 misses and 24 hits. So,
No, 4.
yeah. 7, 13, 22. Yes.
That will be all.
It's its turn again. What other fun things do I have? Okay, this one's gonna approach Oladim. This one's gonna attack the Fey Spirit. And this one's gonna go for the easy prey Exa. So first one on Oladim. 23 to hit. The Fey Spirit's an 18 to hit.
Yes.
And Exa is a 25 to hit. Those were really fucking good rolls. So Oladim, I need a dex save from each of you.
I'm going to use my reaction to add 4 to that save.
That still fails. Oladim, do you have advantage on dex saves?
I'm making sure.
Yeah, make sure for me. Mistress, you succeed and pull away. You still take 8 damage. Exa, you take 6 damage and are currently grappled. Or sorry, not Mistress. The Fey Spirit.
The Fuming Spirit, yeah.
Yeah, takes 8. Exa, you take 8 as well and are grappled. Oladim, you take 11. Get back to me on if you're grappled or not. You are grappled?
You said it took 11?
You took 11 damage, yes.
This ain't looking good for me, boys.
Mistress, it is your turn.
Just kill at the top of the round.
Cool. Cool. Tight. This is cool. I guess I'm going to slash it again
Okay.
with my
Savage.
hands. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, but I want to move.
Okay, there you go.
Normal.
Normal attack.
No.
12 misses, sadly. Plus 9 and you still miss. That's wow.
And then I will bonus action do some heals. Third level. Let me see if it's even. I think it's 60 feet. Yes, so that will be close enough. Should.
Yeah.
Okay. Oladim, I will bump a 3rd level healing word
That'd be
to
great.
your body. Not good.
That's doubles my health.
I hate it.
It wouldn't be a boss fight if it wasn't people on low health.
Hey,
Makes a point.
hey, we've been in the Feywild one day.
2 days.
Val back
Okay.
here, barely down 10 HP. Why? What are you? What you
Way
complaining?
to point that out to the DM.
What's the Furious Spirit doing?
Furious Spirit is
Can that also
gonna
heal me?
whoop over here and gonna attack once for 14 and twice for 18.
14 barely misses.
Ugh.
18 does hit.
And so 12.
That head is looking like it is on its last leg.
Okay.
Val, it's your turn.
I'm a little late, but on Twitch view, could you zoom in a little bit?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot people are, like, condensing now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sphinx gave a feeling lucky.
All of
Yeah,
them, you have
I've got-
Wait, are we finishing this or going?
I'm fine finishing it if everyone else is fine.
It's,
I'm fine.
I am fine, but we are also over time, so.
I mean, it's not going to take too much longer. 15
Yeah,
barely hits.
we'll be dead soon.
TPK.
I'm doing this recklessly too, since he's grappled, because I don't know if that counts for flanking or not.
No, he accounts for flanking. He's still a threat on the other side.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So no reckless is needed.
If I could hit more than half of my attacks, it would be cool.
Usually you guys roll stupid
That's
fucking well on
unfair.
boss fights. 28 damage.
It's 23, 26. Yep, 28.
Yeah, see, he buffed this fight for our normal rolls. What he didn't realize is that we were going to have dummy rolls tonight.
Hey, I rolled a 6 on lightning. How about that?
It does not succeed. It takes the full 6.
Wow.
Yeah, usually you guys are not 20ing up my ass at this point in time. What's happening? Exa, there is a false Hydra grappling you. What are you doing?
I'm gonna activate my defensive field for the final time. And then magic missile all the missiles at the head that's grappling me.
Okay. It's looking pretty damn low. Or not on death's door, but it's a deep yellow. Not gonna try and get out of the grapple?
Well, that normally takes your action, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, fair. Good point. My bad. All of him.
What do you want me to roll to get out of this?
It'd be a dex acrobatics, technically. Or athletics, your choice.
It's the same for me, so
It's player's choice at that point in time. It's in the DMG that to escape a grapple is athletics or acrobatics. And it's an action. Yes, you very easily escape from the grapple.
Give me 1 second. I will bonus action spend a key to dodge.
Okay, so it has disadvantage on all attacks against you.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna do the same order this time, except a fun little thing with Exa. So this is against Oladim. Disadvantage, so it misses. Against the Furious Spirit, it's dex save from the Furious Spirit, please. And Exa.
Is he gonna try to fucking swallow me?
Yes, it is. It's gonna engulf you.
Wow. Very cool.
That's
Thank
a
you,
lot
Tanya.
of neck to try
And
to-
actually, it's not even going to try because you didn't escape the grapple. It just gets to do it.
That's true. I'm like, wait a minute. That's not how swallowing mechanic works in D&D. It just doesn't.
Yeah, you are now engulfed by the creature.
Lovely.
Mistress. Yeah, missed that.
Hey, so is the spirit grappled?
No, yes, the spirit is grappled. But that head is also nearly dead. And
Why'd you roll a d6, Jake?
no reason. I will. No reason.
Just to see how many seconds it takes to get down that long ass neck.
Yeah. Considering that neck is now stretching around Mistress.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't have so many concentration spells. That'd be great. Extras.
Good spells are concentration spells.
Oh no. So I'm just gonna do another cantrip. Am I still grappling or flanking it?
Yes.
Even though
Or
it
no,
says-
he's inside of it, so I'd say no.
Okay.
He's no longer considered a threat inside of its neck. That still hits.
15! More damage! 13 acid.
It's looking pretty beat up now. I think the damage to have it thrown up has to be dealt from the inside, though.
That's normally how it works.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
Okay.
Fury Spirit.
Bonus action. Let's just do bomb. And I'll do all of it. To all of them.
Okay. All of
So
them.
15 points and 4 temp. You're welcome.
Paladin is healed for 19.
Appreciate that. Thank you. That just
Basically
doubled my
19.
health again.
I don't like that one head is green.
No, it's fine. I'm also kind of green now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
All of them in Valor killing the main body.
kill the
Yeah.
body, kill the head, right?
You kill the body, the heads die. That's generally how things work.
Generally.
Mm,
Generally.
maybe. Oh, should I be not focusing on this freaking head?
Fury
Then-
Spirit. What are you doing?
And it's just gonna do the whole thing over again. Nope.
14.
And nope.
Keeping those heads from swallowing us.
Well, 16. The 16.
No, because it's a straight roll with
Normal.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Val.
You know what we're doing. Fuck me running.
Jesus.
How to roll 2 8s?
Make your deck. Your check.
Yeah.
Exa, your turn. How did you roll 2-8? You guys are rolling so poorly compared to every other time we fought something big.
I take some acid damage, right?
I need a con save.
Wonderful. I'd sure like to use my reaction to improve that to a 19.
That's you don't need to save, but
Okay.
it's a 14. It's not acid though.
Psychic?
No, bludgeoning. Acid's in the stomach. He's still in the neck.
Dude's get that long neck right now.
Yeah.
Getting that
You
gullet
take 10 points of bludgeoning damage
Um,
as it batters you around.
gizzard.
I'm gonna punch it twice.
Okay. You are restrained, so that is disadvantage on those attacks. Oddly, not disadvantage from the. That hits for sure. That does not hit.
Alright, you wanna know something wacky? It now has disadvantage to attack anyone but me. So good luck attacking anyone because it can't attack me.
That is true. That is true. Oladim, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna spend my last key point.
And heal.
Stunning strike.
Heal.
Hit,
Also-
hit. All of them still rolling like he normally does, just no crits. 10, 18 plus 12 is 30 damage. It is now in the orange, fading more towards red than yellow. Trey.
He looking orange.
He is looking orange.
That is it.
Should we call it? We've gone over it by quite a bit this way.
Yeah, we can, if we want to call it. I'm fine with that. Pick up here. Can we get through the round so we just start at the top of the round and I don't have to deal with that, any of that?
Oh yeah, sure. Okay.
False Hydra's attacks. All at disadvantage, all of them Fey Spirit, Mistress. Miss. What is the
Faye
Fey
is
Spirit?
16.
So
and
hit and hit.
Mistress is 17.
Is that all fucking... No, it was just really high rolls for the Fey Spirit.
17.
And deck saves from both of you. And then both of you are up.
18. Dex and Dex.
Thought only one of those hit because it's at disadvantage.
Oh, well the 17... Oh yeah, Mistresses doesn't hit. Because it's 11, you're
nice.
correct.
But I wasted
Val.
that natural 20.
Thanks, Jake.
Sorry. But the Fury Spirit is grappled.
You should let her use that natural 20 for the phase spirit since you fucked up.
Fine. Fey Spirit
Oh.
can Misty Step, which means it's pretty much immune to grapple anyway since it's force movement.
Okay. So half?
You're welcome.
No, that's just for the grapple.
Okay, no grapple. Okay.
Yeah. So it's not grapple, but again. But it's your turn.
Okay. I guess the same thing. Because it's kind of working a little.
I mean,
You have
both.
more damage than I am, and more damage than Val is, and more damage than X is.
And arguably more
and it-
damage than the Hydra.
Does
We're
a
doing much
25
more
hit?
damage than Soul.
You're not. It's a
Oh.
disadvantage because X is no longer.
Right,
flanking.
right. Does the 25
Yeah, I'll take the 15 damage too.
Yay!
Exa is still inside of its throat, but that head is now deceased on the floor.
That's fine. To there.
Okay.
And then bonus action. Everyone's okay on health. I'll skip my bonus action this time.
Okay.
And Fuming Spirit will do that.
Attack with advantage.
Okay.
That hits 23.
And
Yeah, that hits too.
kill it. Kill it.
That's dead.
It takes a second
Please
attack,
be
but
dead.
it is dead.
Okay. Yay.
And
Like
that is
Fear's Spirit better.
Instead of Mistress.
No, instead of fuming.
yeah. I didn't like the
Uh,
name changes they did.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Fucking fuming.
I'm gonna laugh when I kill it the next round.
Look, I killed 2 fucking heads.
No, just we're calling it here, and then we're gonna start on tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we're
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
we're gonna when it has like 30% health. Yeah, but it's all good. Who we raiding?
I think we're raiding Whiskey?
Whiskey, yes. Who's
Okay.
doing Jackbox? He is doing
Go give whiskey a raid.
Fibbage 3.
Fabach.
Fibbage.
Good night, everyone.
So, goodbye. We'll be doing something on Tuesday. We don't know what.
We'll figure it out. Maybe there'll be a new map released for Among Us.
Maybe
Maybe we'll
not.
play an entirely different game. Who
No,
knows?
Yeah, we'll figure it
We
out.
hope.
See ya.
Have a good night.
Love you, Sphinx.
Good
Thank you for
night.
watching.
Also, don't forget to go check out our Red Sky boys.
Yeah.
They have books, guys. They're coming out with books.
Books.
Like novels.